This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Loot Crate. What is Loot Crate? Well, hopefully you guys should know. I mean, damn, we've done it a couple times, right? That was a really bad intro, but you know what? It's live, so I'm gonna keep it going. All right, so Loot Crate is basically Comic-Con in a box. You get epic gear, t-shirts, gadgets, apparel, collectibles, all kind of really cool stuff in a box delivered to you monthly for a low monthly fee. Me and I think Blue, you get it too, right?
Yeah.
We both get it, and we love them. We wear their shirts on here all the time. We have their gear up every now and again, like the alien. It's one of my favorites, the little alien, like toy thing.
Xenomorph.
It's alien though, right?
Yeah, it's alien.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So yeah, it's pretty dope stuff. So yeah, if you guys are interested in Loot Crate, please go to trylootcrate.com/BThenBTI and then use the promo code BRIDGE10. Once again, that's trylootcrate.com/BThenBTI, and the discount code is BRIDGE10, as in you're walking over a bridge, and the number 10, and that'll save you 10% on your purchase. All right.
We're receiving a transmission.
What is its point of origin?
It's emanating from the dankest spot in the universe.
But that could only be...
The Infinity Base! Blacker than black times infinity is back!
Oh my.
Hey, this is Matt.
Joe.
And Becky.
Host of pre-recorded live from the Mistake on the Lake, and you are listening to Blacker than Black times infinity.
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification. Blacker than Black times infinity.
Hey, you're now listening to Blacker Than Black Times Infinity. I'm your boy Blue, and I don't care if you've been up trying to collect Pokemon all night long. If you up, smash that motherfucking like button. On my left, it's Stitch.
You don't want Prodigy all in your podcast intros, screaming and smash that like button. Come to Death Row!
And choking people out on the ones and twos, mixing out on threes and fours, Kronos.
We're not against podcasts. We're not against podcasters, but we are against those thugs.
And on my very far right is O Ninja, a.k.a. Oldest Ninja in the world.
I may lick it 10 times, but I'm not getting to that cream of center, though.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, welcome to Black and Black Times Infinity. Prodigy is not here today, but he is... Actually, no, he's remote. Hey, what's up, Prodigy?
What up, what up, what up?
It's like he's
Coming
a guest.
to you from the Mile High.
Yeah, it's like he's a guest on this bitch.
So where you at right now, man?
I'm over in Denver, just outside of Denver, for some work shit. But I tried to make sure I was on, you know? And I'll hopefully see Mile High tomorrow. Mile High Blerd, that is.
All right, right on. You can't miss the dankness for the week.
So if somebody say kill it, fix a Deathstroke, and you're out there, you're like, it's got to get done.
It's going to happen.
All right. So what we getting into first, Blue?
First, we're going to open up this beer so I can have a drink.
Oh, god dang.
That's how I roll, dude. That's how I roll. Well, I think, first of all, we should definitely start off with what happened recent days with the people of color being murdered by police officers.
Well, there was two, right? It wasn't just people of color getting killed by police. It was somebody killing the police. So,
yeah, and that too, yeah.
So it was, both parts are a tragedy. I think it was 5 officers got killed or something like that.
Yeah, I think the final count was 5, and I think 11 were injured.
Yeah, by sniper.
Yes, so, there were 2 snipers, right?
No, it was just one. As far as that I understood, it was just one.
It wasn't quiet.
No, it wasn't quiet. She wouldn't have got caught. She should have just kept sniping people.
Yeah, right.
Hey, why are we joking about this shit? It's just serious business.
Sorry, I apologize.
But yeah, it's definitely a tragedy. There was some protesting happening down in Dallas, and it was pretty peaceful. There was no fighting going on, but the police were present just to make sure people stayed in control. And some guy decided he was mad about police officers murdering black folks and decided to kill a few police officers. Yeah, which is a tragedy.
We sort of touched on it slightly last week because we were still finding out all the information. It sort of stems from, if you want to say directly or, I guess, sort of in terms of flowing from an incident. Initially, they had the shooting of a African American person. I think it was Alton Sterling. Mm-hmm. That was videotaped in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then. Was it the same day or the following day?
Following day. I think it was the next day.
There was another incident in Minnesota where, from my understanding, and I still haven't heard all the factual detail, but it was reported that there was a traffic stop involving a Minnesota police officer and shot a passenger in a vehicle. From what was being reported at the time, and I don't know how much validity there is to it, but he was a concealed carry weapon owner, said, hey, I have my gun on me, and the officer asked for him to reach for, I guess, his wallet, as being told, and supposedly, I guess, there was some sort of miscommunication or some sort of altercation that took place, and the person was shot and died, and then his girlfriend decided to stream it, the aftermath, I guess, on Facebook live.
Facebook app.
Yeah.
How about if somebody's dying next to you, like, don't stream it on Facebook, like, try to fucking help them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's way more important than trying to get a point across. I mean, stop the bleeding, try to help the guy, not fucking put it on social media, like,
Call
right away.
911.
Well, the thing is, 911 was there. There was a police officer there.
Yeah, but still, if they shot him, I'd call him again. But either way, I wouldn't be on social media, be like, oh my God, look what's happening. Like, fucking tried to save the guy's life or something.
I'd be screaming for an ambulance.
I think at that moment, it's kind of weird that she decided to post up the video. But at that moment, the officer already shot her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure she didn't want him to shoot her too.
Wasn't she recording? She was recording the whole stop.
No, she didn't record the whole stop.
No, it was afterwards.
It was after he was shot? I didn't watch the whole video because I'm not trying to watch it.
I think the officer shot him 5 times.
I don't know the number.
Down there point blank.
But I mean, like Chrono says, my whole mindset is, if I just watch my loved one get shot next to me on some misunderstanding as being reported on him going for something he shouldn't have been going for, whether it was a wallet next to a gun, the last thing I'm doing is grabbing a phone. If I have a gun to my face after you just shot the person next to me for grabbing something, my hands aren't moving. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Well,
so it was kind of odd, but I don't know the full story behind it.
Yeah, I have to agree. It was kind of odd that she pulled out the camera, started recording it, but I'm kind of glad she did because it's like evidence now. Well,
it's not evidence. She didn't show anything that happened. So
this is not evidence, but
it just shows that the guy it shows the poor guy got shot and now he's dead, and she basically filmed his death. Yeah. That's how everybody in the world is going to know this guy is from this guy being shot and dying on social media.
Yeah. And then to catch up where we were at talking about what happened in Dallas, the next, I believe it was the following day or later on that night.
Hold on. What do you think, Prodigy?
So, real quickly, I would say I saw the video. I to a certain extent I can see that it was odd what she did, but grief is a funny thing, and I'm sure there was a lot of shock going on with her. I don't want to blame her as if she did something wrong, the person filming it. It's a terrible tragedy all the way around, but it doesn't look good at all in terms of that what was filmed and what was shown.
Right.
What about you, Ninja? You haven't said anything.
Because I didn't really watch the video. I just hear about what people were saying. I heard that...
You're not going to speculate?
Speculate on these nuts. I saw some stuff like they brought up Homeboy's criminal record or something like that, and he was just stopped. That's probably why the cop probably freaked out or whatever, because he had priors, I guess. But I don't know if they're felonies or misdemeanors. Either way, I don't know if he had a warrant or something, but he was in the system. That's all I know.
Okay.
And then I saw a screenshot where he's bleeding from the side and leaning over, which was all kind of bad. But either way, I think it was kind of bad. I don't know, what happened after he got shot. So
it's really.
I'm
sad
waiting
too
for
because,
more stuff to come out.
If you watch the video, the guy's daughter was in the back seat too. So this little girl basically saw her dad get shot by the police.
I thought it was her daughter. No.
I'm not sure if it was their daughter.
It was a young one. I don't know if it was theirs or.
Well, it was a little kid in the back. And they saw what happened.
So she watches someone get murdered in front of her.
Yeah.
Well, we all did.
Tragic. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't because I didn't watch it. But let's go back to the
leading up to. Well, I guess after the after effects of that was people protesting. I guess the following day, as always in Oakland, people shut down the freeway.
Always in Oakland.
I fucking hate when they do that shit.
People not to make light of people being upset and protesting, but people took to the streets in my volume got all fucked up.
No, it's me, man.
Oh, okay. People took to the streets in Oakland and blocked the freeway, and then sort of seemed like the following day or later that night in Dallas, people were out protesting in the streets, and there was gunfire and everything. And at first, I guess they couldn't figure out where it was coming from, and then officers started to go down. I think, like you said before, it was either 9 or 11 were injured and 5 were fatally killed and everything. And there's some graphic footage of some stuff going on of that whole, how it all transpired and everything, where you see one where the guy has this sort of, I guess it's a assault rifle type weapon, and this officer sort of runs up to him with a handgun and just kind of gets completely like mowed down. It's kind of crazy as fuck. And then they eventually, I can't think of the guy's name, nor do I really want to sort of store brain space by remembering it. But he had a mission, supposedly, from what he was saying, as reported by the police, of wanting to go out and kill white people and white police officers and stuff. And it was pretty fucking crazy.
So I saw, were the snipers African American males? Because I heard there's more than one.
No,
There's
just
one.
and yeah, he was black.
One.
And he actually had a military background.
Is a Mackay something, but he was Army reservist or something, I believe.
Yeah, National Guard.
Yeah.
So he did have training, and then he managed to purchase a sniper in state.
I don't know the weapon he was using to.
Well, it
take out
wasn't
people.
an AR-15, which people erroneously said it looks kind of like an AR-15, but it's not.
Yeah.
So you can purchase a sniper. A sniper rifle is nothing special. It's just a rifle with a fucking scope on it.
Yeah, in Texas, I'm sure it's probably.
Well, no, you can get them. You can buy them here. Like it's easier to buy a rifle than it is to buy a handgun, almost anywhere.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't gone gun shopping.
Well, no, it's because they're hard to conceal. I mean,
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, I heard the only one I've heard that it's banned in California now is the Barrett 50 cal. Like you can't own one in California. Is this true?
yeah, well, that's a little big. I mean, the
Yeah.
bullet is literally so
That
no,
makes
you don't
sense.
really need
Not
something like-
necessary.
yeah, in California you can't get it
Yeah.
because it's just actually.
You could probably transport it in, right?
I think you need some
Maybe.
sort of
Probably
special
something real
permit,
special. Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think and some sort of ATF type permit or whatever.
Yeah,
I know in like if you go to like certain gun ranges in like Vegas, you can kind of shoot whatever. I don't know if it's actually Vegas, but some places in Nevada they'll
It's
let you
outside.
shoot. Yeah, they'll let you sort of go to
That
town.
sounds
Yeah,
fucking
but
dope.
there's like very few like actual firearms where I'm like, probably shouldn't use that as a civilian.
Yeah.
50 cal is one of them because even with hunting, there's like you can't hunt with that. It just blows your fucking target up. So like you can shoot a bear and you'll be like, all right, most of it's gone. But, yeah,
It's like, what's the point? You can't eat it or anything.
yeah. It's awesome. It's a little overkill.
I want the A12.
Yeah, I want that too.
Yeah. Oh man, that makes me miss FPS Russian.
Yeah.
Because he used that shit in his
And
show.
I think if I remember correctly, they used like a robot, not like a drone, but like they used
Yeah.
in
This
a,
is what got
True.
me. is that
Was
they
it Johnny
fucking-
Five?
Oh,
They fucking blew him up.
yeah.
I was like, oh, we're bombing our own citizens now?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's a piece of shit. But they blew him up?
Yeah, they blew his ass
I
up.
was like,
They didn't
what
even
the
try
fuck?
they didn't try to apprehend him. They sent in a remote controlled bomb and blew this dude away.
Yeah, that's a little extreme for America. I
For a
think.
civilian.
I think that's
well,
a bad-
actually, no, he's not. Was he retired?
Well, no,
or-
he was a civilian. He's a vet or whatever. It
Oh,
doesn't-
okay,
He's
yeah.
still a fucking person.
yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't like a.
And they blew him up.
Yeah, someone had brought to me, like, are we okay with us bombing our own citizens?
I am not okay with that.
It happens
That
every
sounds.
day.
I didn't know he was bombed
Interesting
until
question.
days
Go
later.
ahead, Prodigy.
It felt like, and I don't know if it's being categorized this way, but it really felt like this was basically a drone attack on American soil.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a plane drone. It was a robot that did the blowing up. That's a drone too,
Yeah.
So I'm kind of with you in terms of that being disturbing, and obviously a piece of shit person. I don't have any sympathy for the person who did those heinous acts, but I didn't quite realize that was lawful.
It shouldn't be lawful. I mean, seriously, when the fuck have we ever blown anybody up? I mean, that's pretty fucked up. He was by himself. Mm-hmm. He was cornered, and they blew him up.
And then also,
Instead
like,
of
what if
Bart
they would've
charging
been
in
wrong?
and trying to.
Well, they said they didn't want to, risk police lives, but it's like, okay, well, wait him out. I mean, where the fuck's he gonna go?
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't know the situation about where he was, where he I guess was sort of cornered at or anything like. I can't recall hearing anything like this in my life or anything. At least anything that's been publicly noted. But it's like and I could be completely wrong. They took like the bomb robot, and normally what a bomb robot does is it blows up the bomb. It's like does like a controlled explosion. And I guess I don't know if they tricked him and say like we want to talk and just crawled the bomb robot over to it and just ignited or went boom.
Bet you that bomber bot had a soul, and he's like, I
Yeah.
feel so bad. No,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to save lives.
Yeah.
God.
What
And
if
you know someone's got to push that button now.
Yeah,
That's a crazy ass fucking. Who makes that call? That's weird as fuck. But
Well,
It
Is
makes-
that
it
unless
makes
it was a proximity?
It kind of made me think of the robots like a suicide bomber, basically. Because I mean, pretty sure the
Basically.
robot's probably destroyed. I was gonna say dead, but it's probably destroyed. So
Well, yeah. I mean, it was just fucking weird to me how they blew somebody up. I mean, the last time I saw them use some kind of crazy force like that was in Waco, where
Oh,
they fucking
yeah.
like used
Oh,
a tank
yeah.
to like and then burn them all. I was like, that was
Yeah.
pretty fucked up.
I thought, yeah, that was bad. Actually, they tried to avoid that also with the other Texas thing.
in Waco,
Well,
Texas.
No, it wasn't Waco. It was the other church that was kind of close, but they didn't want to charge in. It was where the guy was marrying off like
Oh yeah,
underage
Y'all-
girls. They actually caught that guy.
yeah.
it also happened
That
with,
fucking cult.
with the Dorner.
Dahmer?
No,
Was that
Dorner,
them?
the police officer, the former police officer in L.A. that was on that was going around shooting other
Oh,
cops.
yeah.
And he got sort of cornered
Oh, they cornered him in like Bear Creek or
and
something, or Bear
kind of
Valley?
burned him up in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They cornered him and burned the house down.
Yeah.
That's what
And he
did to Freddy
put like
Krueger.
literally before he burnt down, he posted a manifesto online.
Well, even like okay, so even when you decide to light a structure on fire, right? The point of the structure fire isn't to kill the subject; it's to get him to move, right?
Yeah,
to get him out of there.
It's like smoking them
It's a
out.
shitty.
It's a
kind of a
thing.
shitty ass
It is
decision.
shitty, but it's like well,
You're
what's-
either gonna come out or you're gonna burn to death. It's
But
kind of like
I think on a level of like fucked upness, I put that slightly lower than like sitting a robot and blowing him up. Like Johnny Five killed a motherfucker. Like we literally broke the 3 laws to kill a guy.
Yeah, right. That's true. Well, you know, it's funny too, because not funny, but recently here in Fremont, there was that incident where there was a guy holed up in a house, and they used
he burned
tear
alive
gas.
also.
They do a tear gas or was it a grenade? Some kind
Like
of
a
grenade.
flashbang,
Yeah,
house caught on
flashbang
fire.
grenade, and a house caught on fire, and dude ended up
Oh,
dying
yeah, I
that
heard
way.
about that.
But that was clearly
I don't
an
think that was
accident.
intentional, though.
No,
right?
that wasn't
yeah,
intentional.
They
Because
didn't
it
want
was
the
a flash.
flashbang.
They were trying to like.
Blind him in charge.
Yeah.
See, they could have did that with the dude holed up in Dallas. They could have flashbanged him and bust in. I do that shit in Rainbow Six.
Yeah, but, oh my god, this fucking guy.
Well, you know what's
Flash
crazy?
and clear.
There was another story that came out of Dallas where I guess the cops had identified the wrong guy.
Yeah, and he ended up
that
on the
pissed
news.
me off.
Yeah, so what happened was that there was a couple of guys actually that were walking around with AR-15s,
It's Texas.
and they were just open carrying because that's what you can
Yeah.
do in Texas. And one of them was a black guy. And
But
so,
I think there was 2 guys. They were black. They were like
yeah,
brothers.
It's more than one, yeah. And so once the guy heard that they were shooting, he went up to the cops and he was like, "Hey, I'm not shooting you
the
guys.
Dallas
Yeah.
This
Police
is my gun."
Department
He switched.
Twitter,
Yeah.
like their actual police department Twitter, put his face out there
Yeah.
and saying he is a suspect. He's a person of interest or whatever. And like I was seeing like people on my timeline that are so-called friends and everything, like saying shoot this dude on sight and all
Yeah.
kinds of
That's
just
why I
dumb
always-
shit.
That's why I always wait for more facts to come out. Even when the shit happened, when the guy got shot on the ground, I was like, okay, we need to have all the facts. Like, it looks fucked up, but if the guy was grabbing for a gun,
Right.
then he's going to get shot.
Yeah.
So far, I haven't seen anything change in that case. In
No,
the
I've
Alton.
heard multiple accounts that
Yeah.
the officer said that he was going for a gun.
Yeah.
But then, like, there's like in the video footage, people are analyzing it, saying like, "Oh no, there
His
wasn't
arm-
a gun," but it's so hard to tell.
Well, so his arm was free. Like, his right arm was free, and he said he was either going for his gun or the officer's gun. That's why you can see him pull something. But I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, the video was hard to say, so I was like, wait for all the facts to come out,
Yeah.
and then we'll see. It's like the whole thing with the hands up, don't shoot. Like, if you look at the evidence, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
But everybody still says that shit for some odd reason because it's catchy. But that's not what the evidence shows. That people aren't factually based. They're not considering any kind of like real evidence or nothing like that. They just want they hear the catchy phrase and
They want to just roll
go with it. But it's like, that's not what happened.
You look like you want to say
Well,
something.
hold on one quick second though. So I'm sorry, but I thought there was still an ongoing investigation into that first shooting from last week. Or
Yeah,
in that case,
there is, but that's the officer said though that his official statement is that he was going for a gun. And he was like pointing out in the video like where he saw him going for a gun and why he shot him.
When we had spoke on
Well,
it,
yeah, but I mean, but I thought like if we're waiting for all the facts though, doesn't that also mean that we're going to wait until
Oh yeah, definitely.
it's been investigated completely, not just what the officers said?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying that either or. I'm saying that there's another side of the story. That's why I was waiting because I didn't want to be like, oh, well, it looks fucked up. But at the same time, that's like I said last week. He was not he wasn't not detained. He wasn't properly being held. Like his arms
yeah,
were free.
well, yeah, he technically wasn't detained. They were
Yeah.
they were attempting to detain him, and we had even spoke on it. We don't know what happened leading up to the officers wrestling with him on the ground.
You know, maybe his mixtape was too much fire.
It might have been. You got to come with that fire, or else cops will shut you down.
Exactly.
So, what else do we know about the Dallas shooting?
Well, they had the funerals. I believe the funeral was today. They had a
with,
memorial
George
yesterday
Bush
where George Bush's fucking
dancing
moron ass is just fucking
What? I missed that.
jigging away.
He's like 90, isn't he?
Yes,
old
no,
as
it's
fuck.
First George
Younger
Bush or the
Bush.
second one?
No, second one.
For senior.
No. It was W.
I look like senior in the video.
No, it was W.
Senior can't
Senior
even fucking
can't
walk.
stand up. No, I'm like not trying to. Yeah, but that was. Yeah, it was pretty moving and everything. The person that impressed me the most, come work for us and
totally
put in
agree.
change culture that you say exists.
But you know,
Actions speak louder than words.
I've heard like activists say that they need to just get rid of the police, and
Oh, fuck no.
I'm just like, what?
We do that Becky what sound.
Yeah, I'm like,
what?
that's not how you fix it. They were like, let the community handle it. Well, obviously the
yeah.
community's not handling. There's nothing stopping. Actually, you know what it is? The police are supposed to come from the community anyway, and it should be from the community that's nearest to you. So if you can't find officers that are in your community, there's something wrong with the community.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I think there's an issue when you have a police department that is not from that particular community policing that community.
Yeah.
because they don't know what's going on. They don't know anyone there, and there's a disparity there.
Yeah.
But I was
So
like,
they don't know they're hitting a community and possibly even a culture that they don't understand.
Right.
And there becomes like miscommunication. There becomes a disconnect between the community and law enforcement.
Community.
well, that was like in Shapes of America with W. Kamau Bell. Like he actually talked
Camden.
about that and how like and was it Detroit or something like
is
that?
in Camden, New Jersey.
Okay, yeah, how like they like officers were from like an hour, 2 hours away coming to the city to patrol and stuff like that, but they weren't part of the community. But it just shows like how knowing the people, you kind of interact with them more often, and you kind of build a relationship. So you're not prone to like, I guess, shoot first.
Yeah,
ask
well, I mean,
questions later.
if you grew up in the neighborhood and then
That
end up
too.
policing your neighborhood, you're gonna know like what it's like
Yeah.
You're gonna know the hot spots. You're gonna know the people. You're gonna know where like things went down when you were younger, and they're probably still hot, today. You'll get a feel of what's going on.
Yeah.
And when you're an outsider coming in, you are introduced into an element you know nothing about, and you have to learn it. And being an adult, coming from wherever you're coming from, and going to someplace foreign, basically to you, even though you're a U.S. citizen, it's still going to be different.
Yeah,
and it can be hard.
Most police departments try to stress community policing, which is exactly what you're talking about. In terms of trying to hire their own officers, I mean, some departments, it's hard, damn near impossible, to get an entire force of people that are actually have a rapport with them. You can talk with
Yeah.
them about stuff instead of always having anytime your interaction with police officers is some sort of negative one.
Yeah, I can
Resting
see
your
that.
awkward,
I can see that being difficult as well, especially if if you're in uniform and you're trying to connect with a community that you don't know. I think that community could be apprehensive to you.
Yeah,
And
but
We've
the AC
seen-
going. It's fucking hot.
We've seen
Yeah.
some cool examples of when that officer on Facebook he was playing basketball with the kids and
yeah.
stuff. He got out of
Yeah.
the car and he was just playing basketball with the kids and stuff and dunking.
I've seen the one where the cop was like doing the freaking the shuffle, or
Yeah.
he was doing the electric slide with
Yeah,
folks.
stuff
the
like that's
newest
community
one,
policing.
The newest one is the cop breakdancing.
Yeah.
In like the park.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't watch
there's-
that video, but it's crazy. I mean,
Well, let's get Prodigy in this. What do you have, Prodigy?
yeah.
Well, I totally agree about the police stuff. And I mean, I've mentioned it before. One of the things that, is the most disappointing in all of this is you still hardly ever hear about parents doing a better job with their fucking kids. So I hear you. I completely agree on everything with the police. And at the same time, we still need to do a better job raising kids, especially male kids, in terms of not being fucking pieces of shit that are committing crimes and whatnot. So I think you need both, and I like the fact that hopefully, we're going to see some positive interactions with the community and police on a go forward basis after all of these tragedies.
Yeah, just to add on to what you were saying is that I don't see enough personal accountability or even community accountability in any of these conversations. They just want to blame the police and blame all these other factors when you have these communities that are fucked up and nobody's trying to fix it internally. They're just like, oh, well, fuck the police. okay, well, how about stop fucking having so much crime in certain areas? Just stop fucking committing crimes. I hate saying that, but at the same time, it's like, look, it's that fucking easy. Like, there's areas in America that are fucked up, and internally nobody's fixing it. And all you're trying to say is all these external factors to fix it. It needs to come from within, right? If you have better parents, and actually have kids accountable and communities accountable, and none of this no snitching bullshit. You can't sit there and be like, oh, well, we need to have this stuff in our community instead of having cops when you have a no snitch fucking policy.
Yeah,
it's like it's fucking bullshit.
It's not it's not the hamster dam from The Wire.
Yeah.
Well, like I majored in child development, and like one of the things we talked about how there's when a person grow up, like the community has effect. There's the inner family that plays a role in developing that kid, but the community plays a huge role too. So if the community is all fucked up, then most likely the kid's going to turn out that way, unless they have like a really strong family, I guess, ethics that can help kind of override what happens in the community. But having that community there, it takes like what they say, it takes a village to raise a kid or something like that. Yeah,
but it's like I said, if you're in a home and you're trying to raise your kid, and your kid goes out and he sees Daquan riding his ride, got bitches, hoes, money, drank, a house, and he's like 19 or whatever, your kid's going to be drawn to that. He's going to be like, how did Daquan get all that?
Yeah.
I want that too.
That's
what I see on The Wire. Yeah. That's what I see on Power. I want that too.
Yeah, but as a parent, you need to instill those values.
You do, but it's like Blue said though. Sometimes the community could have a huge draw on your kid. Yeah, I mean, think about it. How much time does the parent really spend with their kid? When they're at work, their kid's out school, and then after.
No.
I mean, it depends.
I disagree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't just depend.
It depends on your work.
No. You still have the most amount of influence on your child,
and you should
the most.
That's if you're there to be
Wait,
that.
If you're there to be.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I get in here?
Go ahead,
Brian.
Brian.
You already there?
Yeah. So I just want to say, just to piggyback on it, as a fucking parent. Yes, the community has an effect, but you should spend more time. You can do a better job. I refuse to believe that based on where you live, your kid is predestined to be in and out of jail and thugging and gang banging and all that shit. You can do a better job as a fucking parent. And you just have to. There's no fucking choice. Especially if you have, a male person of color as your kid, you can't have another generation doing that kind of stupid shit. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, everybody needs to get involved and just prevent it. And I don't even though I'm against religion as a whole, whatever the fuck it takes to prevent that, I'm on board. So, whether it's school, nonprofit, churches helping, whatever it is, make sure that person has some fucking values and knows not to mug people.
Yeah, and the kind of, for what Onunju was saying about, seeing some guy that's like young with a house and all this nice shit. I mean, that's great and all, but what you need to do is you need to, sit down with your kids and be like, look, you can have this too in time.
Yeah.
And this is how you can do it. And you teach them shit like fucking finance and like what happens in the real world, like how to buy a house, how to get a car, shit like that, how to manage money. Looking at their career choices and breaking it down with them. Things like that are important. The things that they see externally to your house.
Well, it's really funny because, like, growing up as a kid, like, I have cousins that were about that life, and they had all the money and shit in the beginning. But now, if you look at them now, like, they've been in jail, like, 2 or 3 times. That money isn't there anymore. Like, they're fucking struggling to get by. And here I am, I'm well-educated. Like, I have a good job, and, I'm living my life. I'm living the life they had in the beginning. But now I'm living it now, so just takes time, little man.
Yeah, there's this old. It's a couple years old. It was a documentary about gangs in like Idaho, and they're interviewing like kids. And his kid was like 19. He had like 5 cars, a house, and they were interviewing him and stuff. And they were following him for a couple weeks. And that dude saw like, I got everything I wanted. I got house and cars and chicks and all this. A week later, a kid was murdered in drive-by. So I think that's also like. I guess this is a case-by-case basis based on their parenting, but I think it's important that you do tell your kids what Daquan does and what the consequences could be if he's out there slanging or pimping or whatever.
Well, it's not even just the other gangbangers that'll get to you. It's fucking Uncle Sam. If you don't pay your taxes, eventually they'll fucking find out. And they will fuck you up.
Yeah,
they will fuck you up.
This
This is how much gangsters fucking the American government is. if you owe them money, like back taxes, even if you have the fucking money to pay it back, they will still throw your ass in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
They'll take that money and they'll still throw your ass in jail.
God damn. I need
Yeah,
to
just
check my
those-
tax returns.
yeah.
Make sure I did them all.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit. There's garnished wages and all kinds of fucking shit. That'll come
Seize
after you.
properties and shit.
Can I say
Liens?
something quick?
Yeah. Go.
Real quick. I was just going to say, I'm all in favor of not just, taking that person's wages that was doing all that dirt. If you got a kid that's in and out of juvie and doing all kinds of dirt, like while still in high school or junior high, I say you penalize their fucking parents.
Yeah, I agree as well. I'm about that too, because a lot of times people they send their kids to school, and that's like the be all end all for them. Like they kind of stop parenting at that point, and it's just like, no, like that's when you need a parent more because they're outside of your care, and they're gonna see shit that's way outside of your control. But a lot of people they don't see the opportunity like that to grow with their kids.
Definitely, like after the kids get home from school, like sit down and talk to them and find out how their day went, and like have them kind of repeat like what they learned, what fun they had. Like, you can talk about like the good stuff, but you can also like kind of be that shoulder for them to, I guess, that rock for them to talk to. You don't have to be like scared of your kids. Don't be friends with them though. Be that fucking parent though.
Or tell them. The other thing is, you got to be strong enough to tell your kid, fucking no, you can't go out at night, at 1 a.m, and you're 15. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just can't do certain shit. And yes, your ass is going to be doing some boring shit like studying or playing sports or what.
Actually, I think
whatever
sports
it
is a
but
positive
stuff to
impact,
keep you distracted.
especially if your parents are involved. Unless you're that fucking crazy parent that like tries to fight the umpire or the coach or
Well,
something.
I mean, what he meant,
I know
not
what
to,
he- I know what
to
he
add on to what Prodigy was saying or whatever, it's like you had to do your schoolwork before you could, play sports and shit like that. You had to make sure
I
your
know.
grades were on point.
Yeah, but even then, there's like times where, like, having your grades are on point is important. But there's some kids out there that they're not doing very well in school, and they try sports, and they're still not doing well, and the parents blame the sports on it, and it's like, well, hold on, sports are probably this kid's only fucking outlet, and you're gonna take that shit away because of grades. Don't get me wrong, I mean grades are important, but there's more to life than just grades. I mean, if your kid's struggling, you need to figure out why they're struggling, and it's probably very little to do with actual school.
I knew my godson, he was kind of like that, but his grades were slipping because he was chasing tail. And so he was doing sports as well, and his dad's like, nope, you got to raise them grades up and stop chasing tail. Focus on your shit first. So, I mean, there's different things, for each kid.
Yeah.
So it could be a learning disability, could be them just trying to fuck around. Yeah. But that still involves parental involvement. You need to get in there, find out what's going on, and then act accordingly.
Do you to slightly
BGI loves kids.
So to slightly transition, but not veer too far off the path, I see one of our topics is discussing about Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matters versus All Lives Didn't Matter, which I saw became a sort of a popular, I guess, debate.
Twitter debate,
Twitter debate over the last couple of days.
I think the All Lives Didn't Matter just popped up within the last day or two.
Okay.
And it's so the big thing with all the shootings and everything is everyone's doing, hashtag Black Lives Matter. And then the thing that has been popping up is the counter is All Lives Matter. So the two of them are like kind of countering each other. So then the counter to All Lives Matters is All Lives Didn't Matter. So the Black Lives Matter is saying that we are, trying to acknowledge young black males or young black people being shot by, unarmed young black people being shot by police. And then All Lives Matters are like, well, no, there's other people getting shot as well by police. Yeah. So, people are saying, well, I wonder if the All Lives Matter people go through a cancer event and say, hey, there's other diseases too. And then like now All Lives Didn't Matter is showing that, well, if all lives did matter, these black people wouldn't be getting shot. To me, it's just like there's a super huge gap between the two of them. And I feel like they want the same agenda, but they're not discussing how to get to that point. So they're just shooting back and forth about how to get to a solution, and nobody's talking about a real solution.
The one example I'd seen briefly describing the All Lives Didn't Matter was it was someone who posted like a meme or something saying like all lives didn't matter when several hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees were trying to escape a war-torn country and bombs blowing up, all lives didn't matter then and everything. You guys weren't saying all lives matter when those people were trying to save their lives.
Yeah. Also,
now you're trying to say it now.
The same thing about Black Lives Matter. They're saying that all lives matter didn't speak up when Alton was shot. They didn't speak up when Tamir Rice was shot. It only pops up when Black Lives Matter pops up. So when they pop up, All Lives Matter comes out the counter.
There was also what Stitch was kind of saying too. For All Lives Didn't Matter, they also talk about the water situation in Flint. Yeah, how they're still fucking bathing in like bottled water and shit like that. Like, it's just not done. It's not corrected, and nobody's really talking about that.
Yeah.
So everybody's all focusing on the hot topic right now, but nobody's like looking back on the past and like, hey, there's other shit that needs to be corrected too.
As well. I mean, I understand that we need to draw attention to the bad apples in police departments, but it shouldn't shame the entire police department. There's good cops out there that are trying to do their job right, that are trying to reach out and protect the community. But there's also those fucking assholes that are out there going out half-cocked and just, making bad decisions and ending people's lives.
Yeah.
But also, when things like this happen, it should be like every community should be speaking out about it, I think. Everyone should be coming together and be like, well, let's look at this incident and see what really happened instead of just, all lives matter, this life didn't matter, your life didn't matter, or whatever what have you.
Well, look, so I don't agree with Black Lives Matter. I don't subscribe to All Lives Matter or any of these fucking lives matter, like, at all. Like, for me, the problem I have with Black Lives Matter is
do you carry a nuke too?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, well, the main problem that I have is whenever you have any kind of organization that lies to get people to get in their group, I'm out. Like, I'm out. And they're not pushing personal accountability at all, like I just went over before. There's things that are internal to our own community that are not being addressed by the Black Lives Matter movement, and I think that their shitty fucking leadership shows because of that.
I agree
to an extent.
No, I agree with what he's saying. I think the problem with it is that since it's not really, I wouldn't call it really a leadership per se, because there's no real head
to Black Lives Matter.
No, well, I've seen folks that are like, they say their heads, and they first of all, they don't seem.
It's sort of people. It seems like people are just jumping up and trying to be like, I'm the captain. I'm the captain.
They seem like uneducated dumbasses.
Right, and they just sort of just trying to grab the mic and shout the loudest and get their face
on
it's
TV.
Not really,
and they don't listen to discussions.
It's like Frank Lucas said, the loudest one in the room is sometimes the weakest one in the room. In American Gangster,
it's always the same thing. Those who talk less.
Didn't Snoop Dogg just recently do something too?
I really like that.
I like that.
That was Snoop Dogg in the game.
Well, speak on it, Blue.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the full story is, but I know Snoop Dogg and the game. They actually went down to the LA Police Department. There was I think there was a group of people with them too.
It was a peaceful march.
It was a peaceful march. They went down to the police station, the LAPD, and they actually spoke to police officers. They went inside. They sat at a conference table and pretty much tried to discuss how can we resolve this issue between cops and
the day that they went was the academy's graduation.
Yeah, I heard the police. I don't know who came to who first or whatever, but supposedly, I mean, Snoop Dogg was very, very heartfelt and eloquent, saying like, "Hey, we need to set an example for this community. LA needs to show the way." And I mean, he explained it really well. I mean, especially with LA having a history of police brutality. If there's one place where is sort of nationally had like a big scar in terms of America, in terms of police brutality and treatment, it's LA. And if they're able to get through it, as Snoop Dogg was saying, like, we need to have that discussion. He wasn't trying to point fingers and say the cops need to do a better job or you as Black Americans need to do a better job. He's saying we need to have the discussion. We need to sit down, put our differences aside, and work together as a community and try to come to a solution, which I thought was amazingly well put. And I wouldn't have expected that from Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Also, what I saw, what was crazy is that they were introducing the community members to the new graduates. They're like, meet these people. These are the people that you're going to be
community policing.
Yeah, these are the people that you're going to be protecting. And I guess the captain was there, and he shook hands with the captain, and he said, "Let's talk." Pretty much. So I like that a lot.
Prodigy, jump in.
Yeah, no, I'm just nodding my head to the things that you guys are saying. They're all spot on. I mean, I think in some ways this is all just a distraction to prevent me from playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, you tried to segue, motherfucker! Oh, I saw that.
Hey, man, you gotta be the very
to be
best.
serious, yes. All of it is important. I like what Snoop in the game did. I'm really hopeful that we can see some national change on this issue. And, you know, I think there's a lot of pettiness right now on Twitter. And Twitter, as we've all kind of chimed in about over and over again, Twitter goes from one issue to the next at the drop of a hat.
ADHD.
Petty-ass shade.
Yeah.
Sometimes at people for even no reason.
To the extreme.
I think that some of the issues here are extremely important, but you know, it's not about the finger pointing per se. It's about trying to find some community-based solutions. It really is. So
Yeah, did you see that they had there was a guy who was a leader of one of the chapters of the Black Lives Matter movement, and he went to the shoot or don't shoot training for police.
All right, no, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty enlightening video. Like the guy totally changed his mind. He's like, oh, I get it now. Like you can't just sometimes you have to shoot somebody first, and you didn't understand it before.
Yeah.
some of our listeners obviously remember a few months back when we interviewed W. Kamal Bell. He on that same episode that Blue was describing, I think in whatever that Trenton, New Jersey, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
He did a virtual reality simulation for shoot or don't shoot,
Yeah.
and that was really informative and whatnot. And I thought that was a great episode too. So I mean, there's a lot of facets to this. I totally get it, and I'm glad the conversation is happening too.
Well,
I really am.
I think more conversations need to happen because, as you can see, this is happening across the nation, not necessarily in one isolated area.
Yeah.
If it was one isolated area, then there would be a huge problem. Like, I think there'd be more entities involved. But we're seeing this in, like, different cities across the country, and I think they just need to just have better communication between the community and the department that is policing them.
Can I
It's not
say
even
one
just
quick
better.
thing?
It's not even just better communication. It's just that the crime rates in like a lot of these areas are fucking sky high, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Like when the community needs to like, I don't know, there needs to be a better solution on that shit. Like people just want to pretend like where these people are getting shot aren't fucking crime-ridden places.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
I mean, when innocent people were killed, that's where the issue lies.
Yeah, but it's like the innocent people. I mean, they're gonna get killed. This is the thing. Like,
innocent people gonna get killed
No,
anyway.
no matter what, it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
That's just living in reality. Innocent people are gonna get killed no matter what. So
Yeah.
innocent people get fucking killed every day by criminals. For some reason, these organizations don't really give a fuck about them. That's another point that I don't like about these people that talk all this shit about the police violence. Meanwhile, there's been far more criminals killing fucking civilians than police have killed anybody. You know what I mean? Thousands of people have died, and nobody fucking bats an eye that are killed by other civilians. They don't give a fuck. But as soon as a cop does it, oh my god, the fucking sky's falling down. Don't get me wrong, I understand they're supposed to protect and serve us, but what about the guy that got shot for being in the wrong fucking neighborhood by some fucking gangbanger? His
Yeah.
life don't fucking matter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, well, there was also the incident in Fresno too about the 19-year-old kid that was shot. I saw part of that video.
I did, too.
It's a little hard to see because the guy videotaping,
It's like hiding and shit.
he's hiding behind the building. He pops out every now and then. But the kid they stopped, he was 19. He had a big ass rig. He's a white kid. The cop
Yeah.
shot
I
him at
thought
a
it was
routine shot.
Mexican.
No, he's white. He's a white kid. He's a white kid. The picture I saw, he had a red hat.
Why don't you go ahead? I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, real quick. I echo all of that. The only thing I'll say is, the media is very fucking selective to
Yeah,
piggyback
man.
on what Old Ninja was saying. Either show all of the shootings, that happen, or don't show any.
Yeah.
And I think that when you only show, white cop, black kid, rather than the
White cop,
times
white kid.
when it's a white cop and a white kid, or a Latino kid, or whatever, then you're doing a real disservice, in terms of reporting the news.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when it doesn't fit that narrative, it doesn't get shown nationally. And so I think you have to have some accountability on national media as well.
Were you talking
Or-
about directly about Soledad O'Brien? Because she mentioned that in a few tweets about exactly what you're talking about.
Well, the
I
fact
didn't
is,
see that. I
didn't
missed
read
it.
it?
well, the fact is that out of police shootings, there's far more white people killed than black people.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, that's straight facts right there.
Yeah, and nobody really can argue that. They might say,
It's-
"Oh, there's only 13%
Yeah.
of African Americans
Yeah, it's
are here,"
people
but
are arguing the number versus the percentage, I guess. You'd
Are
say.
they-
well,
thinking about the
so
ratios.
okay, so if you want to
Yeah.
think about the ratios, then think about this ratio. There's 30% of us of African Americans in the United States, but we commit 50% or more than all the violent crime in America. So you consider that number, it should be higher as far as like black people getting shot, but it's not. Yes,
No, I'm just thinking about how the number of black males incarcerated, a lot of them are incarcerated for stupid shit.
well, yeah, but that's why I kept it to violent crime.
Yeah,
if you look at the
also-
violent crime, like homicides and shit like that,
Yeah.
vast majority of people that are committing those violent crimes are African American, and you can look that up by FBI crime statistics.
Remember,
right now
are we
if you want.
going by percentages? Or are we going by numbers?
By the full number? If you look at just like out of all Americans, 50%, or I think it's 52% of all it's either violent crimes or homicides are committed by African Americans, and you can look that up.
The number.
the
You're saying
number.
there's more people in jail for violent crimes that are
No,
black?
No, there's
Oh,
more
no,
people
sorry,
committing
no, no,
those
no.
crimes that are committing the crimes. The people that are actually killing people, committing homicides. 50% of all the homicides in America, it's either homicides or violent crime. 50% of
violent crime.
all of them are committed by black people, whether they're in jail or not.
Look,
It's a
Here's
very
the
high
thing.
number.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand we're not getting percentages mixed up with the actual total number, because it's like, from my understanding, there are technically, I hate to get in this whole like race debate or whatever to make it even sound like we're going there, but I thought there are technically more white people in jail, but they are a higher percentage of the black population is in jail. If you get what I'm kind of
Yeah,
saying?
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's also it that lines up to what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
if
but
we're
he
committing
did-
that high of crime rates, that it would make sense that more of us are in jail.
But
as far as
Cronus
like
did-
violent crimes go,
he did talk about just cutting it off at violent crimes, not
Okay.
misdemeanors
Yeah,
or
not-
other
Yeah,
felonies.
not like drug possession.
Yeah,
type shit.
because
Okay.
like you can, because getting a felony charge for carrying like over an ounce of weed and then getting years for that's kind of fucking stupid.
yeah, that's bullshit.
So I mean, but there's a lot of black folks like to smoke. So, but then a lot of white folks smoke.
You can do it legally now though. So
Yeah, well, almost. We got to vote.
Coming this November,
Yeah,
probably
you gotta vote.
hopefully gets legalized.
So staying kind of close. I didn't see this. Who put this on here about KKK flyers found in the Bay?
Yeah. So today on the news, they were reporting that in Haight District in San Francisco,
Which is super hippie.
Yeah,
Super hippie
so-
area. Like the area going in, it smells like fucking weed if you've never been there.
so there's a flyer that was being posted on people's doors, and it refers to the KKK. It tells you to join the KKK. So basically, I'm just gonna read what the flyer says.
Holy shit.
It says, Black Lives Matters, Black Panthers are telling the followers to kill white people and police officers in the name of justice for the killing of Negroes by policemen in the line of duty. These Negroes were not innocent. They were thugs breaking the law and standing up to the police. Join the Ku Klux Klan, the only organization standing up for whites.
Wow.
We keep our lives safe. Your independent or your identity is safe. Records are not on any media. We hold up the Second Amendment of the Constitution. We are not a
Pandering.
We are not a hate group. Our open.
What do you mean they're not a hate
Yeah,
group?
right. We're not a hate group or openly show hate. We
Whoa.
are Christian faith and uphold the Bible. We are the invisible empires. Have been for 150 years. We are we are in every state. We will not be alone anymore. Please join before it's too late. Hotline 24/7. There's like
hotline bling.
yeah, right. But yeah, this is what's been posted. This is a flyer that's been posted on people's door.
Is it? Wait,
Haight.
so are they holding a meeting?
Well, I don't-
It's just someone or it's a group of people claiming or representing a clan or trying to recruit by passing out flyers.
Blue, did you take this picture?
Yeah, I took a picture. That was what was on the news. I took a picture of the flyer that was posted up. But yeah, it's like
If they're having a rally, I say we go.
maybe it'll give us some fucking fried chicken and shit.
Yeah, maybe.
I want some. I'm
I'll be like, you guys aren't a hate group, right? We're allowed to join, right?
I'm not even eating fried chicken or watermelon right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful. Or beer. Damn it.
That's hella funny.
I want some fried chicken.
So this
from
was
that
this
Branson.
was in the Bay. Looks like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that was on
right.
the evening news. That's
yeah, it was on KTVU.
I find it funny that they say that they're not a hate group, but their whole history and what they do
like
is all about
like
it.
like Kamal Bell said, he went there. We saw that episode.
Yeah.
They don't use logic. Logic doesn't apply to their fucking ideology.
Well, I think even the guy he interviewed was like, "Yeah, we're not a hate group," and he's like, "But you like are you just bash like black people like right in front of me."
You guys used to blow up churches.
Yeah, and he was talking about how like dumb the African American is, and that dude was dumb as fuck. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm surprised he didn't fucking punch him because I kind of wanted to.
Oh Lord!
I was just like, "What the fuck do you do for a living? Is it even complicated?" I mean, seriously, even his AV shit was all fucking.
Yeah, he was running it. It was him and his wife and his son running
that fucking news channel
with like a VHS camcorder on Channel 9.
Our fucking podcast is better AV than their shit.
Fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
So should we get to happy stuff?
Yeah,
let's get this Pokemon Go thing.
Oh,
let's get on a happy note.
Who wants to set us up? Because this shit is.
I'll start out because I've been playing it.
Oh man,
Prodigy, have you been playing it?
I downloaded it. Haven't played it. You go.
All right. So if you're a kid that grew up in like the '90s, then you know who the fuck Pokemons are. But there's a company Nintendo just released an app for your phone where you can play Pokemon, where you can actually travel around to different locations and collect Pokemon. And the way the game works is that, like I said, you have to walk around, and then you have like alert on your phone when there's a Pokemon nearby, and you can capture it. So like you click on the Pokemon, and you pretty much throw the Pokeball to capture it. But some Pokemon's a little bit harder to catch. They'll fucking jump back out of the Pokeball, and you have to fucking pretty much bat them again.
Okay, grief.
There's certain locations that are Poke shops where when you get to that location, you can click on it and you get Poke supplies. Like you get Pokeballs, you get eggs, you might get some potions.
They got Poke ass. I mean,
maybe somebody's getting asked because the eggs are being laid.
I believe if you're over the age of 30, you're supposed to say Pokemans.
Pokemon.
It sort of works like a geocaching type thing. It's sort of like a modern version of that in terms of like you're actually physically going out to actual locations and collecting these imaginary Pokemon
Holy
things.
shit. Can we just say Nintendo systematically just took over the fucking nation or maybe the whole world?
No, this is like all they got. They have this and then Zelda. Like somebody was asking me today, they're like, "Oh, bro," so I was telling them like we knew it was coming out because we talking to Evan at Meta.
Yeah.
And he told us about this before. So I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool, but it's fucking Pokemon. I'm not into Pokemon." So but he was like, "Oh, you should have told me because you should have bought some Nintendo stock." And I was like, "What the fuck for? They got 3 fucking games coming out. This is one of them."
Yeah.
I mean, until they have some shit about the NX, like any kind of announcement, I don't put anything in fucking Nintendo right now.
Did the stock supposedly
their
jump?
stock
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it
Okay.
jumped.
huge.
Because it's a bunch of fucking idiots.
It's like trading places. Now you gotta sell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so we were talking about this on the Before the Cast, but there's a game that Google had released called Ingress, which is pretty much the same. So the whole Pokemon game isn't fucking original. It's actually pretty much a copy of this game Ingress, which is the same concept where you have all these landmarks and you go to these landmarks and either you can take them over and capture them, and like you can build like a fort, or not a support fort, but like some kind of shield to kind of protect that. So if somebody comes over and attack it, you have turrets that can actually attack the people, so they actually can't totally take over the base. But the principle is pretty much the same with Pokemon. There's like gyms where you can go there with your Pokemon and you can train them, or you can fight against other teams. And then like I guess if you have enough people, you actually can take over that gym, and that gym basically this is basically like fucking games.
I can already see it.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Yeah, right. It's been everywhere. Like I've been going to like big ass strip malls, and you see people like running around like those little ducks at the fucking fair and shit, bouncing back and forth. They're like on their phone trying to catch fucking Pokemon. So like I guess there's a gym or some kind of weird spot at a cemetery, and like the curator is like having to like, if you're not there grieving, you need to get the fuck out. He's like trying to kick people out, and it's crazy because it's a public place, but there's just people on their phone like chasing Pokemon there. It's fucking crazy. There's a picture that Nerdist posted, 2,000 people in front of the Australian Opera House doing a Pokemon thing.
They were like singing it, right?
Yeah, they were singing the theme while trying to catch fucking Pokemon. Because I guess they have some rares or some shit. I don't know.
People already got robbed too. It was great.
Yeah, people got robbed. Yeah. Someone discovered a body. I saw
a body in Minnesota. Some shit. Yeah. What else? There's been
one funny story is that recently, actually, I saw this on the news today. There was 2 guys who were playing Pokemon, 2 fucking adult guys, and they were by a park, and I guess this guy was like kind of assaulting this like family, like he kept touching like this little boy's leg, and the guy saw it, and they like went over to stop the dude, and I guess the guy started to run. Actually, were able to like tackle him, get him down. They called the police. But it turned out this guy was like a known sex offender, and he actually had a warrant for his arrest. Oh no, he had a warrant for murder.
Oh shit!
So they actually were able to capture this guy, and they like caught it on the news and stuff like that. But yeah,
all
it's
through Pokemon Go. But I've also heard about accidents. Do not Pokemon Go and drive, people. Focus on the fucking road. Do your Pokemon drive, some park, and walk out. So park at a park. Apparently, parks are a big attraction or some shit. Or I guess you're supposed to go to where the elements are. So place has water, place has lots of trees.
Well, it's based off of structures, like iconic structures. Like if there's a fountain or something, then it'll be there. If there's like some kind of like sculpture, you find something there, like libraries, police stations, any like iconic area.
Actually, also universities, I guess, are a big hotspot too.
And churches.
Oh yeah. So someone in the Infinity Vault was talking about how the church was like a gym, and they're using Pokemon players to help them find Jesus by coming to their gym.
Well, that's what somebody had posted this up earlier, saying that, you know, this can be a really good fucking marketing for companies and shit like that. Like, you know, say if Coca-Cola want to get behind this, like they can turn like fucking like a Coca-Cola vending machine into like a fucking gym or some shit, and people fucking rally up and go there.
Prodigy, your take?
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a craze right now. I think I just don't know if it's sustainable, but it doesn't matter. It's still fun. I'm glad that Nintendo has, you know, a hit. I mean, we all grew up on Nintendo and whatnot. I don't know if it's going to last. Literally, in a couple weeks, people could get tired of it, you know, or they could have problems with the servers like they did a few days ago. But it's a fun thing. I love the memes based on it. They're fucking hilarious, and I love how the people who are salty against Pokemon are actually suffering some of the backlash or whatever, because it does seem fun. You know what I mean? And I can't wait. I'll probably get on it tomorrow in Denver and see if I can find a body.
Oh,
man. I already saw a bunch of bitch-ass people complaining about it. It's like, just don't fucking play it. It's like, I don't like Pokemon. I don't give a fuck. Have fucking fun playing your stupid-ass game.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not playing it either, but it's just funny because, like, my roommates are super into it. Like, it's gotten them out of the house, and they're homebodies. They stay home and watch movies. They've been out of the house. They've had, like, their family come over, and they take trips to go to these spots to go find Pokemon. And the memes about, like, people, you know, nerds and geeks not having, like, you know, legs, but showing them after walking around, they're all ripped and shit in the legs, walking around trying to find Pokemon is fucking hilarious.
Kind of back to the Pokemon thing. The reason why a lot of people walk around is because when you get an egg from one of the Poke shops, you put them in an incubator. And the only way to get the egg to hatch is you have to walk a certain distance.
That's amazing.
And like one of the lowest one is 2 kilometers, which is like 1.5 miles. But then like some over on like 10 or 20 kilometers. So you have to fucking walk. Dude.
Yeah. So
one can't drive.
No, because it uses your GPS and it can tell how fast you're going.
Yeah.
I mean, you can drive, but you have to drive like anywhere between like 1 to 15 miles an hour.
So you dusted off your hoverboard then? Is that what you've done?
I need to. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm going to talk about the hoverboard a little bit later, but yeah.
So there's people who I've seen people posting about, thank you Pokemon Go for making me get out and walk my miles because I haven't walked. I'm like laughing. It's so goddamn funny.
About to lose my mind.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Like, go if you live near like a strip mall, just look at how many people are on their fucking phone. I knew a guy from work. He got a date from asking a girl to do Pokemon Go with her. He's like, hey, you want to hang out, get pizza, and do Pokemon Go? And she was all about Pokemon Go. She was like,
oh, you want my Pikachu?
Yeah, it was hella fucking
That's going to be a new fucking
That's
phrase.
The new
like,
phrase, yeah.
Let's Pokemon and chill or some shit.
Pokemon and Go.
Well, it was funny. When I first started playing, like, I couldn't understand how you were supposed to capture the fucking Pokemon. So, like, I was just walking, and, like, 2 dudes were walking by. I'm like, hey, you guys playing Pokemon Go? They're like, oh, hell yeah, we are. I'm like, how the fuck are you supposed to catch the fucking Pokemon? He's like, oh, let me show you. And then he showed me, and then, like, 3 other guys came over. Was like, hey, you playing Pokemon? I'm like, yeah. Dude, it's so fucking insane. Like, I have coworkers at work. They'll take like a quick little 10-minute break. posse up with about like 20 of them and just walk around because I work for a company that's large and there's like a lot of fucking.
You thought he was gonna fuck up.
I was waiting for it. I was
You were waiting for the
I
day
had to
drop.
look more. I was like,
Oh, you thought he was gonna fuck up.
No,
but
but like
hit
it's-
that mute button.
where I work at, there's like at least like 7. There's like 7 little poke shops and like a quick walk around. Like you can walk around and hit them up, and they refresh every 5 minutes. But then there's also a gym there now too. So like it's pretty much an all-stop shop where I work at.
Fucking bananas.
What's this Professor Willow shit?
Oh yeah, so Professor Willow is he's the trainer guy. So when you first join, he's the one that like tells you like, oh, this is how you play, blah blah blah. But girls are fucking fangazing over this dude. Like apparently he's like the hottest shit since like sliced bread or some shit. But like,
The fuck?
yeah, chicks are fucking finding him high. Like they're female's version of the waifu.
A dad foo,
Yeah.
a die foo, husband foo.
Yeah.
That's just craziness. It's so Pokemon Go is mass hysteria right now. It's the new hotness.
Yeah.
Like
guys talk
Prodigy
about-
says, we'll see how long Nintendo can
crazy
ride
loud,
this.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they're gonna start adding trading pretty soon.
Yeah, I think you
And-
can trade now. Like the feature's on there, but it's not active.
Okay. Yeah, but they're gonna be adding more stuff. I mean, obviously you want to keep it hot and in the now, you know, that new hotness, but
Yeah.
you know they got to keep coming with it.
Is the app for free?
Yeah, the app is free.
Okay,
Yes.
and is there like in-game purchases?
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
can.
believe
okay.
so. Microtransactions.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
and they're like, I think it's like $1 for every. It's like a penny a coin or whatever.
like to get more like
so you can buy like
capture balls or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
There's like capture balls, but then there's like different levels of capture balls too. Like there's
Okay.
the traditional Pokeball, but there's like other ones that make it easier to catch the more
Okay.
rare ones.
Dude, I know people that drop money as soon as they're like, I want this much so I can get as many Pokemon and this and that. And they just drop money just like that, like
Do
nothing.
they have a Bill Cosby like ball?
Oh,
Catches any Pokemon.
yeah, catches Ronda Rousey.
Catch that white woman.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, let's talk about the guy in Britain, I think.
Oh, no. We didn't talk about the dude in Japan either. Apparently, he was on the freeway trying to catch. I don't know if that's real or not.
I don't know.
But they were talking about some dude in the middle of the fucking freeway trying to do Pokemon Go, trying to catch a particular Pokemon.
Bye.
Well, there was
Yeah.
earlier. It's natural selection.
Exactly.
No, earlier today I was hanging out with Kevin Kim from the people the
Henry Kim.
Henry Kim, and he was. I guess there was a story where there was an article that was on the internet saying that they captured the WikiLeaks guy because he's a huge.
Snowden?
They captured
No,
Snowden.
Julian Assange you're talking about. That's the WikiLeaks guy.
Oh, okay.
Snowden is
Snowden's
the NSA league.
Yeah, NSA.
Oh yeah, okay,
guy,
It was Snowden though, but I guess he's like a huge Pokemon fan, and so what they did is they made a rare Pokemon outside of his his stronghold.
Oh, that's fucked
and he
up.
fucking came out to capture it, and that's when they captured him.
Is that legit or no?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
it's I don't
yeah,
know.
because he's in another country where they
Well,
don't
no,
extradite.
that's where he was. Like that's how they captured
Julian
him. But-
Assange, he's stuck in an embassy. Like, he literally can't leave the embassy.
oh shit!
Wow.
Damn. But there was a guy. I think it was Britain, but I guess he owns an old church, and he had it like remodeled so it's an actual fucking house. But I guess the servers for Pokemon didn't update. Didn't know that it's a house now and no longer a church. So his house is now a fucking Pokemon gym.
Oh, I heard about that.
And
And he says hella people show
He
up.
says
to that.
hella people show up. There's like people that will park in front of his house like randomly to
gonna cause
fucking like battle and
problems.
shit like that. Like people like walking in his fucking yard and shit, like fucking doing Pokemon battles.
Yeah. So also be on the lookout. So there's a if you try to get Pokemon Go and it tries to take you to a third-party site, do not download it. There's a malware for both iOS and Android that will fucking steal your shit. So
Well,
make
I
sure
mean-
you get it from the actual app store. Do not go to a fucking mirrored site.
But apparently, I guess Pokemon had some shit going on.
It did, but it got
Or, like-
fixed. So on iOS, Pokemon Go had access to your Google information.
Yeah, like your
so
whole entire
your
fucking
whole
account.
thing. So including password.
Yeah.
So everything you had Google wise, but apparently
Emails,
they
everything.
patched it.
All right.
So where
No,
Pokemon Go.
this is actually Skynet. Actually,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they're gonna know where you're going, everything in your fucking house, because you're looking around for fucking Pokemon
Yeah.
and shit.
This is the
Yeah.
You use your
Skynet-
phone to capture
They got
shit.
blueprints of everything now.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
Holy shit!
It's really funny because did you watch the last Terminator movie?
No,
not
Genesis.
Salvation. Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
So the last Transformer, the last Terminator movie, Skynet renamed itself to Genesis. That was his name, and that's basically what this is. It's fucking Pokemon Go. It's a new fucking the new Skynet.
So Nintendo Skynet.
Yes, it is.
We know what they're gonna do is they're gonna have like Mewtwo in like the center of a city.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna fucking go to it, and as soon as they put it in there's already a fucking nuke on the way. Everybody fucking dies.
Either that, or they just snatch them up and then implant them or some shit, make them drones.
I was about to say,
Actually,
that's how
they're
that
already
robot
drones.
could have got that Dallas sniper that way.
Oh,
Right, that's how the robot's gonna get fucking revenge. Like the fucking alligator got that little kid.
But I like people too.
no, kill him. That's terrible.
Johnny
All
Five's
I know,
alive.
I got a fucking Pikachu on my phone, and I'm happy.
So yeah, do not break into Area 51. Do not break into government facilities just to get you a Pokemon.
I think
Do
there's
not
also,
Pokemon and go.
there's
and
also
drive.
like a I guess there's like a well, not a well, an oil drill out in the ocean that's a fucking gym, and I guess people are like trying to like take boats and shit to get to it.
Holy shit!
It's like I think it's a few miles off
if
the shore.
you capsize, bye,
Bye.
bye,
Bye, Felicia.
bye.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be calling the Coast Guard to fucking risk their
Yeah.
lives to rescue them because your dumbass.
What'll be fucked up is if the Coast Guard's playing Pokemon Go. Is all hold up. I need to catch these.
ridiculous.
Fucking crashes.
That's fucked up.
All right, so switching gears. Blue, what'd you do today?
Oh yeah, so I hung out like earlier. I mentioned that I was talking to Henry Kim, and actually he was filming a short for a video, and he asked for somebody who had a black car who could be in it, and I volunteered, and he chose me to be in it.
Wow.
And so pretty much for about
He chose you.
he chose me. It was so kind of
So he captured you.
yeah, basically. But no, it's funny because like the area we were filming at, because we actually filmed a short, and the area we were in was like high fucking Pokemon area. There's so many fucking
my
Pokemon stuff.
God.
But anyways, but yeah, so he's actually shooting a short for a contest that he's entering, where the director from Fast and the Furious, I can't think of his name is.
Oh, Justin Lin.
Yeah, Justin Lin, and the winner of the contest is able to, I guess, direct a TV series with him. Like they can be co-directors. So that's what the film was for. But I'm not gonna tell you what the storyline is, but it involves, there's a chase scene. There's two cars. There's a guy that has a suitcase. This guy was actually in a fucking Porsche, which is fucking cool as hell. And I had my G35, and I was chasing after him to try to get the suitcase. And we shot in we shot in 3 different locations, but it was pretty much me just fucking gunning it to try to keep up with the goddamn Porsche because this fucking car was fast. But he had one of his friends or somebody came over with a drone, and they actually used a drone for shooting too. So
That's
like,
cool.
there's a scene where I'm falling after the Porsche, and the fucking drone's like filming us. And all of a sudden, it fucking shoots away from us after we pass. Oh man,
Nice.
it was fucking badass. And I got to see some of the footage, dude. It was fucking great. But what was really cool was that like, there's a scene we did where I'm behind the Porsche, and like I kind of swerve out of the way to try to like kind of not stop him, but like it's just for effect. But I got up on the side of him, and I thought a footage, dude. It looks like some shit from straight fucking Hollywood. Like
I know.
Henry knows what the
So
fuck he's doing.
you're gonna
dude.
have an IMDb page.
I have one actually. I do have an IMDb
yeah, I
page
forgot
already.
about that.
Yeah,
Add
but,
another thing to it.
Blue's famous.
but it was cool. It was really cool to shoot. Like we shot like one scene like 4 or 5 times, but we had to like stop because like trucks and shit were coming out of the way, or like people were walking by
Was
and
it on
shit like
Twisty
that.
Road?
No, it was like in an industrial area of Oakland.
Oh, just like straightaways and shit. And you turn.
It was like we mainly filmed in 1 block stretch.
Oh, okay.
But there was another part where like there was like train tracks, and we filmed like over by there, but it was like the train tracks that were like embedded in the ground. It wasn't like actual like dirt road train tracks.
Like, hey Henry, if you ever need a motorcycle or another black car
Damn,
or
man.
an SUV, I got all kinds of vehicles.
All kinds.
But yeah, he's actually gonna work on a video tonight, and he's gonna send me the link once it's like up and ready and stuff like that. So I'll definitely share it.
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
cool to get a nice little viewing party with when he does, like, if he can give us like a little special sneak preview of it once
Yeah.
it drops, we can all get together and watch it. That'd be
So
pretty
how
cool.
long were you shooting for?
We were shooting for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm outside.
Only for like I think
With 30 seconds.
I think the video was only like 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
not
so
even
we
that
got a lot
long.
of good footage then. If you got 2 minutes out of all
Yeah,
that.
but no, a lot of it too was waiting because like trucks were coming by because we were in an industrial area, like I said. But like trucks were coming by, and then like we were really close to like homeless encampment, and these homeless people had like their
a
shit
bum
together.
city.
But it was like they had like tiny houses for themselves, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, they were over there in the area, so there was like people walking by with like their dogs and stuff like that. But it was definitely a very cool experience. Like I always wonder how that side of the industry worked, because I've been on American Idol, and we filmed a music video, and I got to see that production side. But like being able like to be an actual fucking like kind of a stunt driver, because I was driving my car and I was fucking punching it, and it was really cool because like there was one scene where we were gonna turn a corner like really hard, but there was like a dip on the other side, so the Porsche stops because he's pretty low to the ground, and you don't want to fuck up your Porsche.
Yep.
So he stops, and I came around like kind of fishnailing it, and I didn't know he like was stopping, so I like slammed on my brakes, and I almost fucking hit this car. I almost hit this car like 2 times because there was a point where we were speeding down the road, and there was a stop sign at the end, and there was like cars coming to the intersection, and like I had to like keep slamming my brakes, that my brakes started to overheat. So when I went to step on my brakes, they were spongy, and my car wasn't fucking stopping. I was like, but the Porsche was like, he was fine. It was fine as hell, but
Fix your brakes.
yeah, but it was a cool experience. Hopefully we can post up that link once it's posted.
Did he tell you when?
Tonight?
Oh, it's posting it tonight.
Yeah,
oh,
because
okay.
it's the contest is I think it's at the end of the month, but he's trying to get it posted as soon as possible.
Yeah, so yeah, you should definitely let all of our viewers, check out what Blue did. Blue being a stuntman.
And another funny story is that I have a bike rack for my bicycle, and I had it on the back of my car. Well, the bike rack pushed off one of my so on the back of my car it says Infinity, and one of the eyes got pushed off,
Infinity!
So it was missing. So I decided, like, since we're gonna be doing video footage, I didn't want my car to be look all fucking ghetto, so I removed all of the fucking badges. So now it's just the Infinity logo and just G35, and it looks fucking cool as hell.
Huh. There you go. Blue doing stunt work for local.
You gotta put Skyline on the back, because in Japan, that's a Skyline.
I should. I should.
So, there was no Pokemon Go, huh?
And there was a lot of Pokemon going. I was like hella playing. But another cool thing is that he shot footage out of the back of his SUV. So he had the bed open, and so he had the camera back there, and he had like a strap going on. So he like actually filmed us coming, like, the Porsche driving and me behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
It's really cool.
I feel it. Yeah. So we want to talk about some TV and movies real quick,
Yeah.
because there was an announcement, Prodigy, that you're probably all about. So the CW released a photo of Kid Flash. That's going to be on the Flash next season.
Yes.
So Prodigy, did you get a chance to check it out?
I sure did. Obviously, we all knew that Wally West, Iris's brother, and Barry's brother, so to speak, was going to be Wally West, since they're going through some kind of Flashpoint Paradox-like season next year for season 3. So it was really cool to see him in costume. I saw the yellow and red one, and then there was another costume. Did you guys see the gray costume as well?
No, I've only seen the yellow one. I didn't know that they did. That's what I was curious about. It's like, why is they showing him in the yellow one? I mean, it is the Kid Flash one, but it's funny. There's a meme about how Barry's like, oh, so you chose the yellow and red costume of the guy who killed my mom, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but it is the Flashpoint.
Cool.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it looks cool as hell, and if you watch, obviously, Flash Season 2, like all of us except for Kronos did, we loved Wally West, but we wanted to see him with powers. We know we're going to get that next season, and it seems like there may be a total of 3 Flashes, potentially,
because we did see Dr. Wells' daughter had like the same kind of incident as Wally did, and she's a speedster herself, so I forget her name, but we'll probably see her too. I'm hoping that that whole thing, I'm assuming it's rumor about Jeffrey Dean Morgan being Thomas Wayne for the Flashpoint Paradox. I already expressed interest. I don't know if they're talking to him or any other thing. I mean, I think it's just a fanboy's wet dream, but that would be fucking dope.
So yeah, anybody who doesn't know who that is, he plays Thomas Wayne in the Batman vs Superman movie.
Or he also plays Negan on Walking Dead.
That's my Negan.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see that on Flash. I can't wait. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do about the Flashpoint Paradox. Are they gonna bring in Superman from Supergirl? Because they did cast a Superman for Supergirl. Are they going to cross over? I'm wondering if the Flashpoint Paradox is going to cross over each of the shows, because Stephen Amell has gone on record in saying that the Flashpoint Paradox will affect Arrow Season 5.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're cleaning up a lot, because they hired on the actor who played Tyrese from The Walking Dead. He's going to be on the next season, and a couple other characters are coming on. So it looks like they're doing some interesting stuff. There's rumors that Constantine might come back for season 5. So I'm looking forward to both seasons. I'm hoping that Arrow kind of steps it up and fix that whole Black Canary thing. We are going to see Artemis, which is Prodigy's wet dream. And then the whole Wally West thing is going to be dope. I can't wait.
We also we have dropped today was Mr. Robot, right?
Tonight, I fucked up last week. It's not Thursday night. It is tonight. Season 2, Episode 1 of Mr. Robot is on, I think at 10? 9 or 10?
Yeah,
tonight
10.
on the West Coast. So if you've already seen it, do not fucking say shit. We're going to be reviewing that next week hard.
Yeah.
So try to catch up and watch the episode because we're going to go deep inside.
Damn, that's how it tastes like Fruit Loops.
What the fuck?
Drinking this after drinking the Not Your Father's root beer.
Are you drinking Bud Light?
No,
the
it's
fuck
fucking
is that?
Sam
Oh,
Adams.
Salmon and Winter Ale.
But yeah, it hella tastes like a fucking
house
Fruit
are you in?
Loop.
Why the fuck would I have Bud Light?
Well,
Fucking
I saw you got
Somebody
that.
could have brought it.
Oh, somebody did bring Budweiser.
Yeah, that nasty ass like what's it, cilantro or whatever it's called. Where they
what?
mix it with like tomato juice. It's like Budweiser and tomato juice.
Yeah.
Shit's
Michelada.
fucking
Michelada.
gross.
Yeah,
That
Michelada.
shit's fucking gross. It tastes like
Hey, those
it
are
tastes like
popular.
puke.
It looks like
Popular
vomit, yeah.
drinks, dude.
It tastes like fucking puke.
Yeah.
I thought this was America.
Oh yeah. So a movie that's coming out end of the month is Star Trek Beyond.
Oh
and
yeah.
then there's some fury about the character of Sulu, but Hikaru Sulu is going to be gay in the upcoming movie, and apparently George Takei, who played Sulu originally, is kind of upset about that, and he's
What?
gay.
I thought he was fine about it. I thought it
No,
was.
he expressed this. He said he was disappointed.
Was he disappointed? What was the actual
that?
quote?
Well, the character is
Or-
supposed to be like a dick slinger.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he
And
was.
later on, he apparently fathers a child with a woman. Apparently, and the wife had died or something.
I
But
didn't
he had a daughter. And like, if you watch the original, he was trying to get him some all kinds, especially the drunk episode when he's slinging around his fencing sword.
What was
I don't
it?
really care.
Simon Pegg. He was the one that
He
was the
was
one that
one
approved
of the
it, right?
co-writers. Yeah.
No, but he's the one that was like, yeah, this is fine. Like, I'm okay with this.
Simon Pegg. Yeah, but he's not playing the character. I mean,
No,
did-
he's in the movie though.
yeah, he's in the movie, and he's also co-writer. He also co-wrote Star Trek Beyond.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, who
Yeah.
cares?
I don't.
So,
I mean, the actual actor is gay, so I mean,
Yeah, I think that's probably. I think he.
well, no.
so-
What's the guy that plays him? Isn't? What's the guy's name?
Oh, John Cho is not,
Yeah, he's
but
not gay.
no,
but
he's not.
George
but
Takei
George Takei.
is.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah,
it
George
doesn't
Takei said something to the effect about how this was not part of Gene Roddenberry's like idea of the character.
Yeah, it's true. It is.
So that's why he was upset, and he said that they kind of missed the interpretation of him. So.
Yeah, that's why I say he's supposed to be a dick slinger. So,
Yeah, so I mean,
accurate
and this
then,
is
if that's
coming.
the case.
I mean, George Takei says a lot of interesting stuff, and he's a big advocate about the LGBT community. But him saying this, I mean, I would imagine why some people were surprised, but I can understand because he understands that character the most. He played it for decades.
yeah,
So,
But
Prodigy,
then-
you look like you want to say something.
yeah. Project, what's up?
I was just going to say I'm totally agreeing in terms of you have to separate the character Sulu from George Takei and his personal life. Remember, even at the time in the '60s, George Takei wasn't out of the closet.
Nope.
When he was playing the role originally, and he, no matter what, just like you guys alluded to, Sulu isn't supposed to be a gay character. I applaud Star Trek for trying to have a gay character. I think that's fine for that universe. It just doesn't quite fit into the original narrative to have it be Sulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think they should. I think they should have came to him and talked to him about what he felt about it. I mean, even though he's not exactly into the production of it, they did that for the reboot in 2009 with Abrams on board. Each of the actors went to the original characters and talked to them about how they felt about them being them, pretty much. And each one provided their own input. The only one that was difficult was William Shatner. I know that he was difficult with Chris Pine. And then going off of what Prodigy was talking about, like the whole reason that William Shatner and George Takei had a tiff is because George Takei was gay back then, and William Shatner had a problem with that. So they were always fighting behind the scenes.
Shit.
And he would William Shatner would always say he would always make fun and make gay jokes and stuff, which George Takei was not cool with. So
Brand, that's what happened on the fucking Power Ranger set too, with the Blue Ranger.
the blue guy, yeah,
Billy.
I didn't know he was gay.
He was gay.
Did he commit suicide, or did he die in a car crash? Because I heard he died.
I don't know. I have to look that up. I
Yeah,
know.
you might want to double check
Start
that.
searching.
Well, I know.
Well, you should double check it. You said it.
I did.
What the fuck? I'm gonna say it, but you fact check it though.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he's alive. I thought I saw a picture of him.
Well,
in his Power
I
Ranger
know the
thing.
Asian girl.
The guy with the glasses, right? Talking
Yeah,
about?
Yeah,
Billy
yeah.
Cranston, played by David Yost.
Yeah, the Asian girl from
Oh, yeah,
the original
you got that.
series
David
died.
who?
She was involved in a car accident when she was coming up because she's from the Bay Area and she was coming up from LA and she actually got into an accident on the Highway 5 in Fresno. And that's kind of why she wasn't on the show.
He is still alive. He's 47 years old.
speculating.
And he
That's
lives
why
in
I asked.
Iowa.
That's why I asked. I said, didn't he die? But yeah, he's still kicking it. There you go.
I still want to see that movie with all the old school Power Rangers in it.
Oh, wow. He's from Pleasanton. Did I miss you saying that? Oh, no.
No,
okay,
I said the Asian girl was.
Yeah, it says he graduated from high school in Pleasanton.
There you go. You know who else is from Pleasanton? Black Girl Magic, Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
Oh yeah, she went
yeah.
to Mount
She,
Diablo High.
I guess she, I assume, I didn't see, but I guess she qualified for the Olympic team.
Did you
or
hear?
whatever, so that was-
I'm talking Gabrielle.
I fucked that. I'm thinking
Yeah.
Gabrielle
Think of the-
Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
the Gabrielle Union. She's married to D Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You heard about what happened to
Oh!
her, right? When she lived out there at Payless,
No, I didn't.
where she
hear
was
about it.
raped.
What the?
Yeah, so she was working late at night, and I guess there was like some guy like raping Payless employees or some shit like that, and she was walking out to her car and she got attacked, and like she actually sued Payless because they knew about it and they weren't warning their employees. It's
Holy
like it's on her fucking page, and like I think like a few years ago, she actually went to court to protest the guy getting out on not getting out on bail, but getting out on parole.
Damn.
But yeah, like this was like back in like 96, 97, something like
Okay,
that.
it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a long. It was a long.
Still though, she was still assaulted. That's still traumatic, and it's working at Payless
Damn.
and
Yeah,
a
I work somewhere.
serial rapist.
Well, we all start somewhere. I mean, damn.
Ah,
I'm not
Says
talking,
she was actually
I'm not
raped.
talking about the rapist. I'm talking about working
Yeah, it
at-
says she
how,
was
how's that supposed to know?
she was raped at gunpoint when she was 19.
God,
Gary
damn.
Ian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's all kinds of bad. I just fucked up my whole world. But yeah,
all right, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Trek Beyond, July 22nd.
So did you guys hear that Overwatch is they're getting some changes and new character?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So yeah, so last week
Hold on, you've been talking for a long
Yeah,
fucking
I got
time.
I
Yeah,
have,
dude,
but I
fuck.
squatted up on
Pick down
Overwatch
the
with y'all. It was great.
Oh, you got to talk about the new character?
No,
All right, I'm talking about the new character.
go ahead.
And so there's a new character called Anna. It's the mother of, I think it's Pariah, is that your name? Or Farah, whatever.
I thought she was the mother of all badasses.
No, well, she's a support sniper, so I might actually switch from Zenyatta to Anna. But they also improved Zenyatta, which I'll get to in a minute. So the new person, Anna, she's a support sniper, and she has a sniper rifle where if you hit somebody, it damages them and then continues to damage them over time. And if you shoot your own teammates with it, it actually heals them.
Oh shit.
shit.
So yeah, with the same gun.
That's cool.
And she also has a trank like pistol, so you can actually knock somebody out like right away and then kill them. And then she has this like bomb. I forget what it does. I think it like makes them take more damage or something like that. But she has like basically a grenade that does special things as well. And I forget what her ultimate is. But yeah, she seemed like a pretty interesting character to have like a support sniper.
Do you think she's like overpowered with all those abilities, or you
No,
think that's pretty
no, 'cause
fair based off of the gameplay?
It's pretty fair. It's going to make it harder for people to heal because you have to snipe your own
Yeah,
people,
true.
right?
Yeah, and
to
people
heal
are
them.
moving quick.
You gotta
Yeah.
like, there's in-game chat, right?
Yeah.
So you can like tell the person, hey, stay still, let me heal you real quick, but that makes them a fucking sitting duck for somebody else.
Yeah, like most of the people that have healing abilities, like it's either area or you can hit them once and then it's like you can move around. But with her, it's like you have to snipe.
Yeah, it's
So it's difficult.
fucking weird.
It's pretty cool, though.
You know what I want to know?
What?
Is she a new waifu though?
She's
Yeah, you
she's
ever
like an
seen
old
her?
lady, man.
Yeah.
She is, but she got ass though.
She's a gilf.
Yeah,
She got ass though.
Wait, so she's gray haired and
yeah,
and
long
Ricky?
gray hair.
She has an eye patch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got her eye shot out.
That's crazy. Is she the only new addition?
Only new addition, but there's also
Tweaks are coming.
Tweaks, yeah. So Zenyatta, who I play as, I fucking love Zenyatta, but he's weak as fuck. So they're finally fixing that. So they're making him go from 150. They're going for it's from 50 hit points and 100 shields to 50 hit points and like 150 shields. So he's got 200 health now, which is like the rest of the support people, which is great. They also modified the travel rate of his Discord and Harmony Orb which is great because now it gets there way faster. Because before you had to wait for it to get to somebody, kind of pain in the ass. And then when you use Transcendence, he moves faster now, and it heals with I guess to a better effect. Because before it was like 200 heals per second. Now this one it's like 300. So basically, you can't fucking die if you're within that fucking field with him. And then McCree, who's like the guy with the pistol, they made it so his actual pistol shots they work at longer range a little better. And then a little closer up, they kind of modified the way it works. So they kind of nerfed him a little bit, but it also made him kind of better. And there was a couple of other things. Oh, Diva got a fucking huge upgrade. So
Really?
Yeah. So when you're using Diva now, you know how you use that shield or whatever that goes out in front of you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wait,
talking
the
about?
shield? You talk the one I use?
Yeah. She has like a shield that goes out in front of her that intercepts fucking bullets and shit.
You don't use no shield.
Yeah.
You don't use it? Are you fucking serious?
No, hey, you're talking about the girl with the pink hair?
Yeah, that
Diva, yeah, the mech.
Yeah, I don't know if she has a shield.
She does. There's like a
Oh,
thing that
there's
she.
no shield for her.
Huh?
There's no shield for her.
There is. It's a thing that projects right in front of her that stops bullets from coming in.
He
It's
just
like a
runs
shield.
into battle.
He does, but
You haven't used it?
that's all you need to do with her chick. Because like her mech is super powerful.
Wow. Okay. So anyway, she has a fucking shield that stops incoming damage for like most damage, like bullets and shit. And before the problem was when you pressed it, it like stayed up for a certain amount of time, then it went away and it didn't really recharge. Well, it recharged, but it didn't work very well. But now you can turn it on and off like right away, and it can last for up to 4 seconds. So it kind of the mechanic works better. And they did a thing where they lessened the time for you to get to blow up, or when you get your mech back, and it also lessened the time for you to get your ultimate. So
yeah, her ultimate does take
you
a
really
minute.
didn't know that she had a fucking shield?
Yeah, I didn't use it.
She does have a shield, man. I played with her for quite a while. Her durability is off the hook. It's like in the high 400s or 500s or
Dude,
something
it's
like
pretty
that.
high. So I squatted up with Cronus and Prodigy, and like I used every waifu in that freaking game. And the one that Prodigy uses is like she's this huge tank. She's in this huge mech, takes massive damage. And then when the tank blows up, she's still alive. Like, she doesn't blow up in the tank. She just waits for the new tank to recharge, and you call in a new tank. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, the game was, like, super crazy. The one that...
Hold on, I'll show the actual shield. I'll mute it on this side, but...
Okay.
It's like a shield that projects, like, right in front of you.
There's Diva. DVA.
So watch. You'll see, like, when she'll put up her second ability...
I see guns blazing.
That's guns. That's normal.
And then
Here it is,
we're
right here.
looking at...
Now watch when there's like that right there. That's a shield. It's incoming damage that you're doing.
Holy shit.
I don't believe.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah, you can see it. You know,
Yeah,
like the
that's a
little
shield.
It's a shield, dude. Like seriously, it's like your secondary like attack.
It
Yeah.
looks like it's a project, like she's
Like, it projects right in front of
projecting it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to use all of her abilities. I just shot down people.
You seriously never used it?
So once we speculate, no.
I saw him use the
No.
self-destruct.
So she has, I know on like L1 was to make her do like a weird, like a sprint thing for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, that's a boost.
R1 did a different type of round.
It's called defensive matrix. It's not a round. It's like it's a shield.
Wow. I had no idea that was a shield. I didn't know what the hell it did. I was just shooting. Just like Prodigy does, you just shoot. That's all I did. Her mech is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, but now it's even more powerful because before she wasn't like she had a lot of health, but she was big. She took a lot of damage. But now, like with that shield or the defensive matrix is what it's called, she takes way less because any incoming damage you can just nullify it for like most incoming damage.
That's just crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is again. Oh, she just dropped it off and nuked everybody. Yeah. That's amazing.
And now when you blow up your mech suit, you don't take damage from that.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I agree with that one.
That's awesome. So yeah, Overwatch. I think we're planning on twitching that out eventually, like us squadding up on some Overwatch. That was my first time actually squadding up with the cast on any game in a while. Actually.
yeah, it's fun to play. You know, I still really enjoy playing it, even though I mostly play as Zenyatta. But I still get a good amount of kills, and I still get the play of the game or whatever.
Yeah, the weirdest one for me was the healers. Each healer was fundamentally different from all the other characters. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, the chick with the wings and their staff and the
Mercy,
gun.
yeah.
I was like, what the hell's going on with this shit? Because if you switched to your pistol, everything else about her changes. And then when you have your staff out, you can only heal, and you have like weird like abilities that I didn't fully understand. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, you should just be healing with her, right?
I have no idea.
Healing,
I didn't know.
healing or boosting.
That was my first time using her. I didn't know. I thought I could attack too, but I literally, when I played, I literally killed one person and like healed everyone else the entire rest of the match.
Wait. Hold on. Half the thing with Mercy is, I mean, yes, you should be healing, but the other huge thing with her is you should be making people do more damage.
Yeah, I was switching between the two because
And
I was like, what the fuck? There was like a yellow light and a blue light, and one did damage boost and the other one's health.
They're changing that as well, because before you would give a 30% boost for damage, and now it's 50% boost, so it's significantly more damage.
That's a huge
That's
amount of damage. So when is this update coming?
Very vulnerable.
They haven't. I haven't heard yet. So
Yeah, I think she needs a little bit more shield health in, so I'm not like a glass cannon.
Well, no, it's not the thing. You have to learn how to like play it, right? So when you're actually healing somebody or damage boost, I think it's for healing. You can actually fly to them. So
Yeah,
if
I
you're
didn't
in trouble,
know.
you just fly out of the way.
I don't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, I studied a lot. I died like once that whole match, but I really didn't kill anyone, which was weird. And then there was the other.
Well, if you're a
chick.
healer, you're not supposed to. It's not the point.
Yeah, I want to shoot people.
Don't
too,
play
though.
as a healer. Well, if you want to play as a healer that kills people, you got to play as Zenyatta or a Lucio.
Lucio. Which one? Is that a dude? Is that the dude? Or?
Yeah, do with the dreads.
Oh yeah, no. I played the waifus. All the waifus.
Or even Symmetra. She can get some kills too. But
Yeah, that was the one. She has the charging gun. That thing was actually kind of powerful.
you can put like little turrets down.
Yeah, you can put down multiple, up to 3, which was crazy. I was like, oh shit, those things work pretty good too. So yeah, that's Beathen BTI and some Overwatch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Oh, speaking of games,
Well, I was gonna go into a different realm of gaming.
VR.
Yes, Corona, have you been playing? Have you done any VR lately?
No, my ear was all fucked up, and now it's good. So
Is your you ever get your? Oh yeah, that's
I gotta
right.
email him, man, because like, that shit's still falling off. And he's like, "Oh, just try to put." I've tried everything, but I open it up and it still fucking like opens up. Like when I open up the top, the little fucking bezel falls down.
Still sitting there.
Yeah, so they need to make it right, or I'm gonna have Deathstroke fucking fix it.
Well, I was gonna say that some interesting games came out last week in the VR on Steam. One of them was,
was that?
Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja in VR, it's fucking fun as hell, and it's also hard as hell, because you think you'll be a badass with a fucking samurai sword, but once those bombs shit come up, you kind of catch you off guard, and you get fucking blown up, and that's the end of the game. But it's a really fun game. You aren't get fucking tired, because you're fucking pretty much flinging your arm all over the place, where with the fucking cell phone, you're just fucking like flicking your finger. It's a pretty good workout. Like, I was sweating, dude. Like, after probably like good maybe 5-minute gameplay, I was sweating. This shit's
So
fucking
is
hard.
it a shower of fruit? Is it
Yeah,
like
so-
all around you?
So you're standing in like an arena, and the fruit comes out of fucking cannons. So they come. There's about 6 cannons on the floor, and the fruit gets shoot out from the floor, and you can swipe them. And like if there's a bomb, if you swipe it, like you get dock points, whatever. But there's fruits that slow down time. There's fruits that there's cannons off to the side too. And they just fucking pretty much pummel you with fucking fruit, and you just fucking go crazy, like swelling your arms, shit like that. And it's really interesting. There's one fucking fruit, the one that slows down time. Like, that's really cool, because like you can pretty much just swipe once and you fucking take out all the fruit. It's really fucking cool.
Oh, it's like a frozen fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, it's a frozen banana. That's really what it is.
Chocolate bananas.
It's a banana.
How much did it cost?
I think it's $4.99 on Steam right now.
Okay.
And then another game. So there's a zombie game. I know you play what, Hordes?
Hordes, and I know that the Brookhaven experiment finally got released. So I'll
Yeah.
play that one.
So I actually paid for it, and because I played the demo, and the demo was fucking cool as fun. It was fun as hell, but it also was scary. But the actual game, it's fucking scary, dude. Like, so for the game, you start off, so in the demo, you're like in the middle of a city. In the full game, you start off in like a fucking abandoned warehouse. And it seems like it's going to be easy, because you only have to shoot 2 different directions, but the fucking environment changes. Like, zombies come through the fucking wall. And it's like, oh shit, I was expecting that shit. And there's windows behind you, and the zombies are walking by, but they don't ever come in, but they're fucking walking by. And that's just good enough. That's another fucking good jump scare. But what's cool too is that, like, when you're playing the game, you can actually use your flashlight as a weapon. If you grab the controller, it spins the flashlight around, so you can fucking hit zombies in the head with the base of the flashlight. which is cool. But then again, you can't fucking see anymore because it's all fucking pitch black dark. But it's a really good, it's a good fucking game. But something they added to the game is there's a survivor mode where you can play in like different environments. So one of them you're in the fucking sewers, and there's like 6 different ways zombies can come, like different directions they can like come and attack you, and like you may be looking one direction, but once you turn around, like the zombies here might be moving faster than you think.
Yeah.
So they're like you have to keep your head on a swivel, and
That's
it's
what
fucking
Hordes
hard,
does.
dude.
Like,
Yeah.
You have to like move around a lot with Hordes. It's the same deal. Yeah.
It's a fun game to play, but it's also very fucking scary. So if you have the HTC Vive, or I think it's on the Oculus too, definitely pick up that game. It's a lot of fucking fun.
Has either of you tried the Resident Evil 7 demo?
I have it on my fucking PS4 and I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, is it in VR? I heard the demo's in VR.
I heard it
Yes?
was.
Well,
I think for
it's on
E3.
I don't think the demo's on there yet.
Yeah, I don't. You have to have a PlayStation VR to play it, and nobody ain't got it.
Nobody got. Oh, I don't know. That's what I was asking.
I think I'm gonna go home and play that for review next week.
Play what? The demo?
The demo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a PS4 now.
Well, it's really interesting, like running back and playing Resident Evil. Like, you never really could run and shoot in the game.
Yeah, and
That's why I can't fucking stand that game. It's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
the
Frustrating.
only one you can is Resident Evil 6. All the other ones you have to stop and shoot.
I mean, the zombies are moving slow in the first one, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah,
like you run away
still.
and they get a good distance between
Still,
you and the
though.
zombie.
I can run and shoot all day. It won't be accurate. but I can run and shoot all day.
Yeah.
I mean, in the game you can heal yourself from a zombie bite, but any other zombie movies or comic books, if you get bit by a zombie, that's it. Game
Yeah.
over.
That's kind of true. Yeah, and Resident Evil 5, you can build a spray can and spray yourself, get your fucking health back. Same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Same thing with Resident Evil 6.
Is it Chrome?
Oh, Rome!
Yeah.
See you in Valhalla. Yeah, so also with gaming, Red Dead Redemption is now backwards compatible
On just the
on the Xbox One. Yeah, actually, and you can download it for the Xbox 360. So it was $7 for like a few days, and it jumped up to 30 fucking bucks.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then Undead Nightmare was an additional $10. So I went and like a lot of places, like GameStop was like either sold out. One place I saw it used Game of the Year edition, including Undead Nightmare, $26.99. I was like, holy fuck! I found it today at a different GameStop. The Game of the Year edition with Undead Nightmare, $17.99.
Did any of you guys buy anything during Amazon Day or Prime Day?
Yeah, I did. I got a game. Oh, I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate,
Yeah.
and then something else. Then I had to buy fucking ear protection for jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
Any of those stupid ass fucking earmuff things that you wear like a wrestler and shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna come into unitard. Fucking gonna do some no-gi in the unitard.
Yeah, man, I was looking through there, but like I didn't really see anything I was interested. I should have brought Doom because Doom was like $15.
Doom was fucking
Really?
great. It's a
Yeah.
great game.
For
Was
the
it
PS4.
used or
No,
new?
brand new.
Damn.
Everything on there
nice.
was fucking brand new.
Yeah, the Assassin's Creed was like, I think it's $15 as well. So
Yeah, they had like movies on there for like $7 or $8, but
there's some for $1.
they didn't have no Batman Imperial, so I wasn't really.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they would have the animated series. If they had the animated series, I would have fucking bought that shit.
Oh yeah.
Damn, don't you already own it?
No, I don't.
That
Really, though.
Blue. So the Batman the Animated Series is available on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know that, but I actually wanted the physical
Who wants
copy.
to own it? Yeah.
Because when I first got Netflix, actually that was the first thing I rented was the animated series, and it's probably the only thing I've ever listened to with the commentary on, and the information that the directors and Kevin Conroy give is fucking epic, dude. Like it's really worth listening to. It definitely gives you like a background of like how that industry worked, but also kind of give a background of like how Kevin Conroy came up with the Batman voice.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like out of I think like 10 people who auditioned, but I guess the way he went in there and did it, like he actually went in there to be the voice of Bullet.
Of who?
Of Bullet, the
Okay,
yeah, the cop guy. But I guess they liked him.
Bullet. I was like, who's Bullet?
I probably said it wrong, but yeah, he went in for that. But they liked his voice so much, they want him to audition to be Bruce Wayne. So he did Bruce Wayne. They're like, can you make your voice sound a little bit more groggier? And he did that, and that's how fucking Batman came to be.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Shout out to Andrea Romano for voice casting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And what's cool too is that there's one story he tells. I think I talked about this on a previous podcast. He was working at a soup kitchen, and people who were there recognized his voice, and like people were asking him to like do the Batman voice. So from the back of the soup kitchen, he did the voice like, "I am justice, I am the dark, I am Batman," and people fucking lost their shit, dude.
I probably would too.
I would too. If I ever met him in person, I'd be like, "Hey man, do the voice."
You probably like unzip.
Well, it's cool because on Fat Man on Batman with the guy from
Kevin, shit.
Smith.
Kevin Smith,
Kevin
yeah.
Smith.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he was
had-
just here.
Kevin,
he was here
yeah,
at Improv last night.
Kevin Conroy was on there, and just having him talk was like, this dude could fucking read the Bible and everything, be fucking cool.
That's
Or the
fucking
phone book.
Oh, the phone book, yeah. I've been playing. I went back to Arkham Knight because I got the season pass, and I just finished all the DLC content, which was
Which
quick.
took you all of what, an hour?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Actually, no. The longest was Batgirl. Batgirl's storyline was probably the longest.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
problem that I had though with the game. That's the reason why I went off on my whole fucking DLC
Tirade.
rant.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
'cause
rest
of
of the
that game.
DLC felt like the challenges, the AR challenges, with a little bit of story thrown in it. It was, I don't know.
It was too short for the money that you paid for
Yeah,
some of the
the only
DLCs.
thing that's longer is the mini stories from Batman's main story.
Yeah.
like the other villains, because they had Killer Croc, Mr. Freeze, Ra's al Ghul, and the Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
So those were a little long, and those actually have like they felt more like it should have been in the game, but everything else felt like just like the challenges with slightly little bit of story thrown on top, except for Batgirl.
Did we ever talk about how the Batman Return to Arkham has been delayed?
No,
Definitely?
but I saw that they are having issues trying to port it.
Yeah, so what it is, Return to Arkham is actually they're taking the first games and porting it over to PS4 from PS3, but
I think isn't
Yeah,
it
I guess
both?
they're-
I think it's
yeah,
both consoles. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they're having issues with it, so it's kind of up in the air if it's actually going to be fucking released or not.
Yeah, they're having frame rate issues. It sounds like the same issues they had on the PC. They
Yeah.
had super frame rate
yeah.
drop.
All I want to do is be able to play fucking Batman in VR.
Oh my god,
The life
that
will be complete.
hey, parts of Batman is scary as fuck.
Yeah, but it'd be so much cooler in VR.
He'd be lost in the Matrix forever.
Yeah,
did you guys
we would
see-
never see Blue King.
Did you see that SVVR's having a VR meetup at the end of the month?
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, it's on the. Actually, we missed the one last month. It was on the fucking 30th.
Oh shit.
I think the next one they said is going to be at Nvidia, and it's on like the 28th.
Oh shit.
You guys want to go?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We go to that, and then I think the next day, hopefully, we can do ODG. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely want to talk to those guys
That'd be
about
nice.
the whole new Pokemon
Pokemon.
fucking craze.
Pokemon Go.
Hey, that shit's fun to get you outdoors, walking around.
I just can't. I can't. As Mishka would say, I just can't.
All right. You guys want to wrap or
I don't know.
All right.
like running out of shit to talk about?
So Prodigy, man, what are you doing? What you fucking? What you jacking off to? How does that go?
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Yes. Well, thank you for fucking asking. So I started fucking with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt last week. I kept hearing about this being like one of the better games from this console generation.
Wait. Did you play Dragon Age Inquisition or no?
Yeah, I rage quit on that. It fucking
Really?
sucked. I hated the game.
Okay.
But this one actually, so far, and I'm only like maybe 8 hours in, and it's supposed to be a 100+ hour kind of game. So far, so good. I mean, I'll have to give credit where credit's due. It's a better game from a frame rate, and no glitchiness early on standpoint than Fallout 4. So, I'll continue to give my review, but so far so good. It's a solid 9 out of 10 so far, and I'm loving it.
It's impressive.
That's what I'm fucking with. And then next week, me and Old Ninja should be in San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con, and we're trying to line up plenty of interviews, trying to hit up a whole bunch of panels, and trying to really cover all of that event for y'all all 5 days from Wednesday through Sunday. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Stitch? What you got going on, man? What you jacking off to? Reading, recommending?
I found this really nice porn star. It's like Armina Miller or something.
Never heard of her, but
Yeah, it just randomly popped up on the thing.
Nice.
I had to maybe drop her name on the Twitterverse. So you guys check her out. Other than that, nothing too much. I've been sort of kind of struggling getting through Orange Is the New Black. I'm going to finish it, but I have about halfway left to
It
go.
fell off.
I don't want to give that conclusion to it yet, but it does seem it's kind of become of a chore for me to sort of kind of watch it, which I didn't think would happen, but I'm going to see where the storyline goes.
Wait, what season are you in?
It's the new one that just released. I guess this is 4 or 5?
No idea.
One, two,
I thought
three, 4.
5 or 6. I thought it was almost 6.
No, I don't think it's that many.
I
It's the 4th season.
I think it's
Okay.
4, yeah. So I want to finish up watching that. I enjoy watching Ballers. That's supposed to come out this week.
That's this week?
This Sunday is Ballers.
I just started watching it. I
Oh, you
binge
just-
watched the shit out of that shit. That shit was crazy.
That's the one with The Rock, right?
Yeah,
Or
where the
Dwayne
Rock's a
Johnson?
sports agent. It's
Holy
fun.
shit. It's a funny fucking show.
It's kind of like Entourage, except
It's
Entourage was 30 minutes, but it's like an Entourage, except it's kind of like a sports theme sort of
Yep.
deal. It's entertaining.
I can see Entourage like crossing over with that show.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching that, and then other than that, looking to probably go out of town this weekend, but I'll update you guys on that sort of thing next week.
All right, cool. Oh, Ninja?
I am watching Mr. Robot tonight.
that's
that's
fuck,
I
right.
DVR'd that shit. As soon as I get home, I'm fucking watching Mr. Robot. Also, prepping, like Prodigy said, prepping for Comic-Con because it's going to be fucking madness come next week. We're going to try to get there early and get some stuff going. We're looking at trying to do some, like, exclusive and like first look kind of stuff for everybody. There's going to be a lot to see and do. I'm really excited. It's kind of a last minute thing, and we have a great opportunity that I hope we're able to, present to everyone. I'm going to try to. Well, there's only, I guess, me and Cronus have Overwatch because Prodigy's out of town, so I might try to do some more. I've literally only played it once. Yeah, so Mr. Robot. I'm going to try to watch some more Winona Earp because they're going to be at Comic-Con, so we may have the chance to actually talk to them and actually meet who we interviewed. So that might be interesting.
really cool.
Yeah, that would be definitely interesting.
And if they expense, there may be Dominic
Tipper.
Tipper
Yeah,
will be
so
there, too.
the cat. I know one of the cast members from The Expanse will be there. I don't know if all the cast is going to be there. Prodigy and I are looking into it.
Probably just ask her. I mean, Jesus.
I guess that's true too. She'll,
It's not like we don't know her.
yeah, I guess.
Well, we
That's true.
just don't really know her, but I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, we
message her on Twitter, so
Yeah, but who's to say? She might be busy, may not answer, but we'll see.
It's been pretty responsive, man.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Also, I didn't know about Ballers, so I'm gonna check that out. It's a nice little 30-minute stint, and then I guess that's it.
All right, what are you up to, Kronos?
All right, well, on Friday we get our keys to our new place.
Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah, it'll be cool. We're going to start the slow-moving process over the next couple of weeks, culminating on, I think, the 30th, which is when we're going to try to get all the big shit out of here. So it'll be a new Infinity base. The studio should be slightly larger
God dang.
and in a better place in the house. So, yeah, it'll be downstairs. It'll be the only room that's downstairs and everything else is upstairs. So it'll be
cool.
So my daughter doesn't have to stay up, when we're doing the podcast now.
Okay.
So,
But she's a teenager.
It'll be kinda-
She should be okay.
well,
Staying up.
yeah, but just having her stay up to like 11, 12 o'clock at night, just like, go to fucking bed.
Yeah.
Go to fuck to sleep.
Oh.
No, it's all good, though. And then, is that about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just packing,
Any
and
comment?
my ear's healing. I'm looking forward to getting back to jiu-jitsu, so yeah, that should be cool.
I forgot that you're actually wearing your headset.
Were you trying to say something, Prodigy?
What's up?
Yeah, real quick, because we forgot to mention it. We both saw episode 1 of Berserk, right?
Oh, I saw 1 and 2.
Okay,
What'd you
tell
think?
us about that.
Well,
It's anime, right?
okay. Yeah, so Berserk is an anime, but it's kind of an old anime that was really brutal. I didn't watch a lot of the first one, but this seems like a reimagining of the series. So it's like, it's weird though because it's anime, but you can tell it's cel shaded. So they're doing like a lot of stuff with this. Like it's basically, it's not CGI, but it's basically CGI.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
just cel shaded, right? But it still looks cool though.
Is it like,
Yeah.
was it RWBY or something like that?
Yeah, but
Ruby?
not that bad though.
Okay.
Yeah, it stays more to like the traditional looking anime. But I mean, it's pretty cool because it's ultra violent. People are getting fucked up by this dude with this big ass sword named Guts.
Nice.
And
Named Nuts?
his name is
Guts.
Guts.
Oh, Guts.
And he's just fucking demons and people up. Anybody gets in his way, he's just like, I'm just gonna fuck you up, cut you in half. So yeah, it's been pretty cool. I want to understand like how he got his injuries and how he got so strong because they're telling actually 2 stories at once. Like one's in the present when he's like this ultra badass, and then one's in kind of the past where he's kind of a badass, but he still has like his eye and like his arm and shit, so he's not all fucked up.
Someone like Deathstroke, like the one comic where he gets his eye back, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. So it's
did he stab himself? He stabbed himself in his eye too to get rid of
To
that
get
eye.
out,
'Cause
yeah,
he couldn't
'cause-
focus. He like couldn't fight or whatever because he wasn't used to it.
because he had depth perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Berserk has been pretty good so far. What did you think, Prodigy?
I'll give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I still need to see the second episode. I agree with you on
Somebody naked
the
in the
cell
second
the cell shading, but the thing that was weird to me is I thought I saw certain scenes that did have CGI, but I could be wrong.
Well, the whole so cell shading technically to me is CGI. It's just CGI with like they make it look like it's drawn.
Yeah,
So,
like
Yeah.
Iron Man
Borderlands.
or Iron Man Armored
Yeah.
Adventures, same shit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's super violent. People are getting fucked up. His sword is so like ridiculously long, and the way he uses it, he swings it like it's basically a dagger, even though it's like almost as long as his whole body. You know?
yeah, and they actually make fun of it. They're like, "What is that thing? It's not a sword." As he cuts
Yeah.
like 50 people in half, it's like, yeah, it is. And it's so funny, like when he hits people with it, it makes a noise like not of a sword. It makes a noise of
Yeah.
like a blunt object like ripping through something.
Oh, that sounds
Like a
brutal.
tearing sound.
Yeah, it's
sounds
like dunk.
God damn.
That sounds hella brutal.
So- I'm gonna keep watching it, and so far so good.
at that
I'm
extreme
really
close-up.
excited about that series, and I hope to stay current with it.
Yeah, why are you putting it all close to your face?
Yeah, extreme close-up.
But
Really quickly, if you were a fan of like the Arrow Flashverse, the CW released all of Constantine on CW Seed, so you can watch
Nobody
it for
gives
free.
a fuck about that.
Hey, some people might, so
I
I'm
didn't
putting
watch
it out there.
Constantine, but-
Yeah, well, now you can.
I'll
Just
probably
watch
check it out.
CW Seed. It's free. Just watch. I think it's 13 episodes or something like that. So there you go.
All right, so for me, this week I am fucking watching the shit out of fucking Orphan Black. That show is fucking great, dude.
Damn.
It's basically about a girl who's a clone, and she found out that there's like 9 other of the clones and shit like that, and they're all trying to get together to figure out who's fucking killing them off. And
Wow.
it's fucking crazy what's going on. But it's so far I'm like maybe 4 or 5 episodes in, and it's I'm fucking hooked. It's a great fucking show. I also I'm reverting back to my childhood, and I'm watching fucking Dragon Ball Super. And I tried watching it before, and it was like, this is fucking dumb. Like, I don't get it. Like, the animation shit's kind of weird, but it actually gets better. If you ever watch, Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, the first episodes are pretty much that, and then there's a kind of a filler, and then it's the fucking resurrection of Frieza. Once you get past that, the story gets a little bit cooler. Right now, there's a guy on there, his name is Black, and he's like an evil version of fucking Goku.
Why you gotta be black and evil? The fuck? Why can't
well,
he be
he's-
called white.
Because Japanese are
Yeah,
racist.
Japanese racist. But no, he's from the future. So Trunks come back to the past.
Oh, there are white girls there.
No, because Black is fucking them all up.
Oh!
But yeah,
Deep inside!
so basically, Dark Goku comes. Trunks comes back to the past to try to get help to defeat Black. Well, Black comes back. He follows him through like the wormhole or portal that he creates, and him and Goku goes at it, and it's a good fucking fight. But yeah, so I'm definitely watching that. I've been reading Batman Ninja Turtles, because I kind of fell off of that too. But that comic book is actually really fucking good because you get to see like Batman and the Ninja Turtles train him up against fucking Shredder and Ra's al Ghul, which is fucking crazy as fuck. Yeah, which is really cool. I've been reading that, and also the Deadpool Spider-Man, which is confusing but still kind of entertaining.
Oh, Prodigy, you're not gonna like
Civil
Civil
War.
War 2.
Oh, yeah.
well,
The third
I
episode.
actually
Third
I
episode.
planned on reading that tonight. Actually,
Okay,
so
have
shit.
fun.
But sometimes Marvel does some bullshit, so I'm already of the mindset that they may have me stop reading it if it's too fucked up. But
Wow.
let's
Yeah,
see.
you might throw something.
So Marvel plans on like doing another reset or reboot in October. It's they're
Wow.
doing Marvel Now. I just got the episode, or it's in my backpack, but it's from Comic Shop News. They're talking about all the number ones that are coming out in October, and the X-Men are not listed on there. Instead, it looks like the Uncanny Inhumans.
Well, yeah, I think we went over this before, but we already
Yeah.
knew that they're going to kill the X-Men, and the
Yeah.
Inhumans are basically going to kill them, or the Terrigen Mist, which is Inhuman shit. So
Yeah, so there is a comic called The Death of X. So maybe that's their line of all of them dying. I'm not sure. But look in October. Marvel's doing their like rebirth type thing. So there you go.
So getting back on anime, I'm also watching Prison School, which is fucking dope as
Yes.
fuck. Definitely watch that fucking anime. Try to find it uncensored because it's a lot fucking danker than you would expect. And also, what was I gonna say? Fuck it, let's roll the tape.
roll tape. Well, we got some sponsoring to do.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But we do have time for that. You gotta get paid. All right, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is basically Comic-Con in a box. You get a cool T-shirt, collectibles, like this one right here. This little Xenomorph guy, I think is awesome. Bunch of other cool little collectible stuff also in there, and a
Some
pin.
pop vinyls.
Yeah, pop vinyls, all kind of crazy stuff. You guys see us wearing their shirts on here all the time. It's pretty cool stuff, and you get it for you get new stuff every month in a box. So new nerdy stuff at a pretty low price. Basically, it's the price of like a T-shirt. Actually, less than probably the price of most T-shirts.
How would I go about ordering it, Kronos?
I'm glad you asked that, Stitch. You can go on trylootcrate.com/BThenBTI and use the promo code BRIDGE10, as in a bridge you're walking over and the number 10, to save 10% on your subscription. Once again, that's trylootcrate.com/BThenBTI with the promo code of BRIDGE10 to save yourself 10% on your subscription of awesomeness. And with that, that's the show. I guess we can keep talking. Because
My
normally
way
I do that
is the
before.
shield.
Yeah.
We got to talk next week about the so-called, I guess, X-Men thing show come out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I only
don't
saw a
know.
little bit
Also-
part of that.
I remember what I wanted to say. Remember to watch fucking One Punch Man. It's on Cartoon Network this Saturday night at
but
11 p.m.
It's dubbed though.
It's dope, but fucking watch it. It's fucking great. That's fucking anime.
I'm watching Ballers.
Yeah, definitely check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/BThenBTI.
Also, check us out on benhabproductions.com/BThenBTI.
Also check us out on Twitter at BThenBTI. Shout us out anytime. Somebody will answer you.
Yeah. And find us on Facebook.
And also on Instagram, BThenBTI.
BThenBTI.
And Facebook too. We have a Facebook.
Yeah, we are. Prodigy, thanks for hanging out with us remotely. It's all right.
Collect
Thank
those Pokemon up in that mile high air.
Hey, now I know that DVA has a shield. I can't wait to get back on.
I didn't fucking know that.
No idea. She's so powerful.
Okay, all right. We're signing
All right,
off.
man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Peace.